Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
If you're in the Minot area and looking for a rental, start here. I just moved and had no idea where to begin, but then I found Creative Property Management. They've got the most listings in town: apartments, townhomes, even single-family homes. They made it easy, helped me find a place that felt like home, and their 24/7 maintenance means no stress. Whether you're new to the area or just ready for a change, book a tour with CPM today.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Since 2003, the architects and engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Not everyone starts their day at the same time or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
They've struck up the band here at Shanley High School. Homecoming Friday about to begin for the Shanley Deacons, and also to put an end to non-conference play with an unbeaten 4-0 record. It's the Minot High Magicians, though, looking to spoil it all here in Fargo on the PSP Network. Welcome to the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show alongside Bryce Kunick, Imo, and Patterson on the call for Class 3A football today on the PSP Network. Shanley at 3-0, Minot High at 0-3. polar opposite starts to the season, Bryce, but maybe it's the weather that makes this a little more even. Maybe it's just Minot High looking for that signature upset win of this 2025 season that can make this one a lot more closer than maybe the paper would suggest it is.
Yeah, two teams kind of heading in different directions. Obviously, a hot start by Shanley. We know what they're bringing to the table. It's Jack Smattern. It's through the air. It's just a plethora of weapons that he can distribute the ball to. And then you got Minot High. Been in some tough dogfight games here these last couple weeks. Had the possession, the football in their possession with a chance. These last two games against these non-conference opponents of West Fargo and Cheyenne coming up empty, seeing if they can get a win column as we approach. Next week, it's already conference play. So like you said, last week of non-conference opponents, see what Minot High can do here tonight on the road.
Yeah, as always, we start with the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, a 15-minute stay-in-your-car drive-through oil change service with locations in Minot and Bismarck. Also find out more of what they do online at VIOC.com. Let's just set up the matchup right away by looking at our 3A football standings presented by Trusted Tire and Auto after 3 weeks. Again, you can look at these all you want. Obviously, the games that quote-unquote matter for postseason qualification will be next Friday, but Shanley and Legacy got to feel the best out of anybody in the state of North Dakota. You don't have a blemish on that record so far.
Yeah, Legacy's really impressed me. I went through the numbers. I haven't got to call a game of Legacy, but you look at Jama, what he brings to the table, that running game, the physicality, putting 40 points up on a very good Davies team. Legacy looks great. And then you got Shanley. They're already over 750 passing yards already, Owen. We're through 3 weeks. They're going to throw the ball about 35 to 40 times a game. That's how they attack you offensively. So great start for both of these teams.
And obviously for teams at 1-2 and 0-3, not all is lost at this point of the season. We're still in the month of the middle of September at this point. So for Minot High, Mandan, Williston, the list goes on for teams especially in the West. This is really still a learning part of the fall.
Yes, absolutely. And you see that. And definitely with this Minot High team, you've got some younger pieces. You've got some inexperience. They're looking to develop these kids, get them ready for conference play, try and secure a few wins once you get to that conference play to get in that top 4 so you're advancing to the playoffs.
We'll come back to the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show in just a second, looking at the statewide rankings, some players to watch, and, of course, get you to kick off the PSP Network.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
It's the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft.
With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
everyone starts their day at the same time, or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
For a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Welcome back to Sid Cichy Stadium in Fargo, North Dakota. The Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show ahead of a Week 4 matchup in 3A football between winless Minot and undefeated Shanley. Bryce, let's take a look at what the media thinks 3A is looking like after 3 weeks of football. We've seen massive matchups each and every Friday night so far. Legacy and Shanley, of course, earning the respect. The Sabres, though, taking all 20 first-place votes. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, we talked about them briefly. Their ability to run the football really stands out. Like you said, that 1 and 2, it's kind of complete opposites. One team's going to throw the ball about 40 times. Legacy, they're going to run it about 40 times. That smash mouth football. And don't forget about Davies. Davies was in that game with Legacy. They ran for about 350 yards. So the running game up there with Davies and Legacy, and then you got Shanley that's going to attack you through the air. I'm looking at a team tonight. I talked to you. We took a long trip up here to Fargo. I'm looking at West Fargo. I'm looking at that game tonight. I thought they did a lot of good things. They got so many weapons. They rushed for about 313 yards last week against Minot. It was between the tackles. It was on the edge. We talked to Coach Gibson there, and he's just worried about how to get the ball to everyone there, so that's a good problem to have. Look for that matchup tonight here. Century West Fargo, a big one there tonight in AAA.
I'll weigh in a little bit on my side of that 1 versus 2 as somebody who does submit the votes. One of those teams has beaten Fargo Davies this year. Shanley will get their chance at the end, but you look at it through 3 games, and Legacy has maybe the best win in high school football for the time being. But Shanley can do a lot of proving today as well as the rest of the fall as they get into EDC competition next Friday. But obviously the task at hand, trying to take down a Minot High team that's hungry for a victory. And to tell you how these two teams can get that win tonight in the rain in Fargo, we have our Northern Plains Senior keys to the game. I remember that they can help you with 25 years serving you. It's Northern Plains Heating and Air at northern-plains.com. For Fargo Shanley, defensively, that's where they have really excelled the most through 3 weeks. More on that in just a second, but winning on early downs with a depleted running back area for Minot High is going to be key, really forcing Ryder Sutton to be the playmaker tonight.
And that's huge. We got word that it's a high ankle sprain for Blake Anderson. He's going to be out tonight, and he's just – that workhorse back that you can always count on in the backfield if you're Minot High. You could tell that second half that offense really struggled without Blake Anderson last week against West Fargo. If you're Shanley, force Minot into these longer third down situations. Try and really force Sutton to make some plays, which he's capable of. But winning first and second down going to be huge tonight for Shanley's defense.
Even with Blake Anderson, or even without Blake Anderson, and maybe just it's definitely not the same running game for Minot High as what we saw, but you're saying they need to take their time offensively, try and keep it out of their hands as much as you can from this potent Shanley offense.
And it's the opposite. You got to try and, grind out that game, limit the possessions for the Shanley team that can score in a hurry with everything they've got going on and the weapons. Try and establish that running game early. Is it going to be Gunville? Gunville, he's kind of struggled with his few opportunities. He's going to see some work back there. You and I have talked about it how many times. I really want to see it. Anthony Alexander back there. It'd be interesting to see if he gets in the mix in the backfield for the Magi as well.
Keys to the game brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Call Dylan today at 222-2155 to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter months ahead. New installation upgrades and all your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan today at 222-2155. Your Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. When we come back from our second pregame timeout on the PSP Network, we'll take a look at the Planet Pizza players to watch, the starting lineups, and more. Minot and Shanley, 3A football on the PSP Network.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Engineers at Ackerman Estvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Estvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There are some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance Hot Tubs and Michael Phelps Swim Spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
Want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Bravera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts.
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
To wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals.
Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
By the Shanley Corral.
Stripes and bright stars
It's Shanley homecoming night. I want to introduce to you these lovely ladies.
Another reminder, this is the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network, your locally owned oil change headquarters with 25 years of the Lundins taking care of people. Local actually matters. Not to mention, it's a 15-minute stay-in-your-car drive-through oil change available in Minot and Bismarck. Find out more online at VIOC.com. Well, Bryce, let's talk about some of the players to watch here as the coin toss takes place. And it's number 9 for both sides. Tariq Bell, the wide receiver for Minot High. A big game last week against West Fargo. Had that 55-yard touchdown catch. When you talk about trying to find playmakers now without Blake Anderson, he definitely makes it a bit easier on quarterback Ryder Sutton.
Well, we saw it. It was the 55-yarder. It's, hey, Bell, you're going vertical. Sutton puts a dime on him there, so we saw the speed of Bell. I'd like to see a little motion, move him around into different sets, see what kind of defense they're running, if they're going to be zone or if they're going to send someone with them in a man-to-man situation. Try and get Bell involved early and often for the Magi.
Meanwhile, one of the captains for the Shanley Deacons out there in midfield right now is their running back, the senior Landon Mitchell. Had a big 99-yard performance against Bismarck High. If you haven't heard about it, you haven't seen the Shanley Deacons team, the first thing you're going to notice, they love throwing the football. They love spreading it out, but sometimes they spread out the offense to run, and today might be the day for Mitchell to go off.
I think it's a good. I think you're totally right. Is what I'm trying to say. Try and get Mitchell involved, maybe a little more here. We've seen the Magi rush defense. They've struggled at times this season. Try and look for them to get Mitchell involved early here in the running game.
Absolutely. The Shanley Deacons, obviously a team that throws the football for 250 yards per game. We had rainy weather all day long. The entire drive here was in rain from Minot, but obviously that let up just about a half an hour ago, so we should be clear of the precipitation after kickoff tonight in Fargo, but obviously they're still going to rain, snow, or shine, throw the football 40 times a night. We have a look now at what's going on tonight on the PSP Network. High school football with 5 more games. Obviously here in Shanley already underway. West Fargo and Century from Bismarck. You already talked about that one. A matchup you have circled today. 2 teams receiving votes, trying to gain some more respect in the polls after a bit of a slow start with early losses, but West Fargo now on the board. So are the Patriots. Meanwhile, a Class AA, AAA crossover in Minot. Fargo North, Minot North. Can the Sentinels take down another 3A team? They did so earlier against Williston.
Yeah, Minot North looked the part. They've looked all but they've looked like the number 1 team in AA football. You got Fargo North traveling their night to see if Minot North continues to have all that success in the running game here tonight against the Spartans.
Meanwhile, it's 2025, and it's the first ever time the Squirrels have faced off with the Mavericks. Central Cass and Dickinson, first ever meting between those 2 teams now at the AA level. Long drive there for Central Cass into the Mountain Time Zone. I think they handle it well.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. A trip of that length and going over to the Mountain Time Zone play. Dickinson, I expect Dickinson to be ready to play, though. Like you said, it's exciting to see these teams matching up for the first time, Owen.
And then, of course, at the single A level, featuring the Velvet Drake Animus Garrison Aggies for a 3rd time already on the PSP Network. They've been living up to a lot of that preseason hype, especially with their new skill position players. Tough road test tonight at DeLax Burlington.
DeLax, a team that's been tremendous defensively here in the early going. Going to be interesting to see how they handle Cooper Kittleson and the likes of Belva in that game. I know Belva's kind of going through some injuries, especially on that offensive line. So be an interesting night here with the Aggies and the Lakers.
Well, it's time to meet the starting lineups tonight. We'll begin with the Minot Magician defense. Caden DeMakis, Tucker Nelson, Cale Rispert, and Nathan Henderson will start on that defensive front. One new name, though, in the linebacking core, of course, who's going to fill in for Blake Anderson in the middle. Today it is Robert Spriggs, the junior, right in the center of that Magi defense.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Spriggs. He's done a lot with his opportunities. He's played, seems like a kid who's just kept playing, and I hate to say it, but a lot of the injuries have had a lot to do with it, but he's making the most of his opportunities. Got to come up big in that linebacker position tonight for the Magi defense.
No change in the defensive backs room. It's still Bell, Schindler, Ludwig, and Pilato. Starting lineups today are delivered by the UPS store located inside the Marketplace Foods Plaza in Minot, North Dakota. Open Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 7 and on Saturdays from 8:30 to 3 for all your packing and shipping needs. It's the UPS store. On the other side, the Shanley Deacon offense, they will start with the football first. And I know you talked about the keys to the game being defensively, but if Shanley gets to pick, they're taking the ball right away, trying to score that first 7. They did so against the Bismarck High Demons last week at the Bowl. And this offense, I mean, it is a lot. You're going to hear all these names all night long. Even those offensive linemen, they say they play such a big part. Cutterba, Anderson, Miller, Johnson, and Novotny Leno start up front. Perker Revish, 15 catches last week against the Bismarck High Demons. Had a heck of a contest. We'll feature him later on in the broadcast. Eaton, Zabel, and Monaberg, the other wide receivers for starting quarterback Jack Smattern.
Perker Revish has been terrific. About 29 catches on the season already, Owen. I'm going to circle this guy. I'm looking at Mitchell Holcraft. I watched him warm up. He put on a show, some one-handed catch. Look for him down in that red zone area. I look for him to have a big game tonight for the Deacons.
Well, there's another Mitchell we already featured in our Planet Pizza players to watch, and that is the running back, Landon Mitchell, the senior. He's already over 117 rushing yards, which might not sound like a lot, but for the Shanley offense, it has been very important to be two-dimensional this year.
Yeah, and you look at it, he's averaging north of 4 yards per carry, and we talked about the struggles that Minot High has had defending the run. I look for Coach Mattern to lean on that run game perhaps a little more than normal tonight in this matchup.
Well, the starting lineups delivered by the UPS to our players to watch, by the way, presented by Planet Pizza, the best pizza on the planet. They have the largest laser tag playground in the region, a giant lunch buffet, and they deliver. Call now at 701-852-1700. On homecoming night at Fargo Shanley. And just down the road, there's a ranked matchup down the street, Bismarck High and Fargo Davies, but it seems
you're staying here, Owen. You're with me all night.
The Fargo fans have made it to the right venue tonight, Sid Cichy Stadium on the campus, a wonderful campus here at Fargo Shanley. First time I've been to this place. It gets a very good review, in my opinion.
Yeah, I love the entry. When you walk in, you see the history with the teams and the records and everything. Walking in, it can be a little intimidating for that visiting team. It's and you got homecoming going on. I mean, the crowd was here. There were people saving seats, Owen, at about 4:30, 4 o'clock, so they are ready for some football tonight.
Minot High in the road, white jerseys, white pants, maroon helmets will be kicking. Tegan Schindler does the honors, the third different kickoff specialist for the Magi this year. Some interesting stats we've been following. Kicking to the Shanley Deacons in their home all reds today. Red helmets, red shirts, and red pants. Seems we have a little bit of a delay. The play clocks aren't on right now. Well, in the old days, referees had the watch on. Now we have digital play clocks in the end zone.
They'll get it right here. They were
also going to be missing a few digits on our scoreboard. They haven't turned on the quarter and the ball on and such, but they'll get it figured out shortly.
How about Schindler? Schindler's been
literally everything.
If you need him to do something, I mean, Coach Hendershot can ask him to do about anything for Minot High, and he's going to do it. We've seen him do everything.
Still waiting for him to play right tackle.
It might happen.
All right, we're set. Still no play clocks, but that's okay. Schindler with the kick. We're underway with 3A football on the PSP Network. It's a short kick that's going to bounce out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and it'll be an illegal procedure on the Magi. It's not going to help Shanley too much, but you give this offense extra yards, and that usually comes back to hurt you.
Yeah, really good field position here to start. See what, hey, maybe a shot. Hey, it's homecoming night. Maybe allow Jax to take a shot right away here on this first play.
Jax Mattern, the senior quarterback, completing 68% of his passes, but that number was up to 76% against Bismarck High, a season best. And if you ask this offense to complete 75% of passes, that is a tremendous success rate.
The turnovers are down. The completion percentage is up. Jax Mattern has been terrific to start this season.
Starts in the gun. It's a speed option play. And now a double pass down the field. Two open guys, but it's incomplete. Perker Revish threw the pass looking for Luke Monaberg, but it falls incomplete. Maybe the homecoming special right there for the Deacons. However, it'll be second down and 10.
How about that look? Nice little arm there on Perker Revish there looking for, I believe it was Monaberg there. Incomplete though.
Second down and 10 for Shanley. They run fast on offense. Here's a run play. for Landon Mitchell. It will be close to the first down marker, maybe a yard short. Be second down and a yard.
Here you see it right between the tackles. We highlighted him in the pregame. Landon Mitchell, nice start, setting up a third and very manageable one.
Another dive play. Mitchell, though, he slipped. And it rained all day in that turf, and it's still pretty wet there, and Mitchell just found out.
Yeah, another guy who's getting a lot more reps there is Nathan Henderson at that defensive tackle position on the line there. Nice stop, setting up fourth down here on this opening drive for the Deacons.
Put a man in motion. It's John Eaton. Dive play from the slot. Looks like the West Fargo Packers running that play like we saw last week. Up ahead for a first down.
Yeah, you saw that with Samick. You saw that with Scary. Maybe Deacons saw a little something they liked there, getting number 15 involved there early.
Shotgun snap. Mattern looking to the near side. He's going to fire underneath. It was tipped and nearly intercepted. Nearly picked off by Tucker Nelson. The defensive tackle was about to live the dream. Instead, it will be second down for Shanley. Mattern against the Magi last season struggled with the interceptions, but obviously this year, as we already explained, has had quite a turnaround. Another run to Mitchell. That's been the bulk of their offense so far. The running game, a couple incompletions early, and now Minot is going to bring in pretty much an entirely new defensive line unit. Looking to hold here on third down and very long. Deacons already across midfield. Two receivers left, two receivers to the right. Eaton goes in motion across the formation. Mattern, straight drop back, looks to the right side and finds his man Kai Zabel right at the sticks. They'll rule him out of bounds at the 38-yard line. First down, Shanley. Let's watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Zabel, again, on third down and 9, really the perfect route to run. Right at the line to gain and gets an extra step. Deacons moving on their first drive of the game. Mattern unloads down the sideline. Good coverage there by Schindler, and there's no flags. Looking for Modibert.
Schindler, yeah.
Shanley, not all the time are they going to be taking the deep ball. Love to throw it kind of intermediate, complete passes 5 yards at a time. Sometimes that gets a little bit confused with these spread teams. It's not always the home run ball.
Yeah, look at just hurry up that tempo. Look for that all night from the Deacons.
Mitchell bounces it out to the left side, closing in on the Serve Pro red zone. Again, right around a first down gain, and they'll give it to him. Needed the 28, got the 28. New set of downs for Fargo Shanley.
There you see it, the wide receivers. They're asked to block a lot on this team for the Deacons as well. Great block there, setting Mitchell up.
Again, the handoff from the slot. John Eaton nearly broke that one for a big gain, possibly a touchdown there for Shanley.
I like this Eaton kid. Yeah. He's got some great speed to him. Kind of shifty, not the biggest guy, just 5'9", 180 pounds, but great speed there. You've seen him on a few plays. Very nice plays here on his opening drive for Shanley.
Here's the traditional tailback, Landon Mitchell. Be brought down by Alexander for that Minot defense. And Shanley, besides 2 completions now, their entire offense on this drive has been handing the football off.
We talked about it. They do their homework, Owen. They're going to study what Minot has struggled with in these first 3 games, and it's been the rush defense. And really nice opening drive here by Shanley.
There's a good stop in the backfield. Hanging on was Jack Stevick for Minot High. That tackle for loss. It'll be third down and 2 for Shanley inside the Serve Pro red zone. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Eaton in motion. They'll give it to him again. Cuts right upfield out of an arm tackle from Alexander, and it's a first down gain. First and goal coming up for the Deacons.
Yeah, it looked like Alexander had an opportunity to stop him there in the backfield, but breaks the arm tackle, setting up first and goal for Shanley.
Quickly into the offense again. Mattern throws it up to the corner, and Perkarevich, that falls incomplete. He might have got a little bit lucky there. Bell slipped as that ball was coming in. Perkarevich kind of tripped over him, and I'll fly out of the back of the end zone.
I like that play call, trying to take advantage of that height size there in the goal line was there looking for Perkarevish.
Second down and goal to go for Shanley. Opening drive. Snap back to Mattern. He'll go right between the tackles, dives for the goal line, and he's in. A touchdown for Fargo Shanley with 8:24 to go in the first quarter. Jax Mattern, when he runs the football, it usually ends up in the end zone. That's his 4th rushing score of the season.
Yeah, we talk about just his ability to throw the football, but he's had a lot of success on the ground. And like you said, already his 4th rushing touchdown on this young season.
Perkarevish will do the PAT kicking honors. Good snap, good hold. The kick is through. Fargo Shanley on the first drive, primarily a run-first offense on that first drive of the game. They lead 7-0 on the PSP network.
Folks, we are having issues with our...
It's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Let's keep those clock gremlins away. We got it back. 8:24.
Well, 8 minutes, 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Shanley already up 7-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard over Minot High. Location North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Find them online at bnc.bank. Perkarevish to kick off for Shanley. Another short kick angling towards the Minot sideline. It'll be returned from the 30 by Bell. A spin move, another one, and now out of bounds at the 43. We meet the Minot High offense for the first time today. Ryder Sutton, start number 4 for him, but he's without his traditional running back in the backfield, Blake Anderson. He'll be joined right away today by Tegan Schindler.
Yeah, Schindler, he's played a little quarterback. He's played some halfback. They'll spread him out wide. They'll get him in that wildcat look. They kind of do a little bit of everything. Don't worry, fans. We are trying to fix the scoreboard and the clock issue. We're trying to get it right here. And
Sutton will run on first down. Jukes away from one defender. Now spring towards the sideline. Sutton's got some room. Sutton to the 20, the 15, 10, and he is gone.
My goodness, what an opening play for Minot High. Sutton down the sideline. 57 yards later, he finds himself in the end zone. We're an extra point away from a tie ball game.
Well, Minot coming off the bus in Fargo today needed a jolt like that. A 57-yard run on the first play from scrimmage for the Magi offense. And here's another thing to note, Bryce. Blake Anderson, their PAT kicker, obviously that's another responsibility of his they have to fill. Minot's going for 2 and the lead here in the first quarter with 8:06 left.
Hey, you're on the road. You're 0-3. I like this call. Switch it up. See if you can get the early lead in this ball game going for 2. But how about 18 seconds later, Owen, and Minot's in the end zone with an opportunity to take the lead now with a 2-point conversion.
Sutton started an empty backfield. Now Jalen Gunville moves to his left. It'll be a pass play, a lob up for Bell. Came down with the catch, but out of bounds. So the 2-point conversion is no good. Minot High trails, but the offense looking good. 1 play and 1 touchdown. 8:06 to go first quarter. Shanley 7, Magi 6.
To introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Today's broadcast of high school football on the PSP Network is brought to you by Minot State University. For the 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education, MSU grads get jobs, period. Be seen, be heard, be you. And MSU. 8:06 to play. First quarter, another kick that's going to roll out of bounds. Kickoff game might be a little bit interesting today. So once again, Shanley will begin at the 35. With first down and 10. Both offenses off to a strong start. A scoring drive for both of them.
Get my steps counting in on. I'm getting back and forth.
We appreciate it,
I might need a water break here soon, bud.
A new wide receiver in for Fargo Shanley. It looks like Jake Kraft. They rarely switch up their wide receivers on the field. Just announcing the penalty of the illegal procedure on the kickoff out of bounds. Our referees. First down, Deacons, up by 1. Mattern, screen pass out to Perkarevich. Patient. Going to set up the blocks, but really all it did was let Minot High rally to the football. It's a gain of 2 for Perkarevich.
You see Perkarevich, what he can do, kind of lower the shoulder there. A play looked like it might go for about no gain. It ends up with a couple.
Mattern claps, takes the snap. He'll follow his running back Mitchell up the middle. Jackson Mattern to the 50 and down.
I like that, the patience of Jack Mattern. Kind of chopping your feet there, then you see the hole explode through it. First down for the Deacons.
3 receivers now to the boundary. Handoff to Mitchell. I'm waiting for them to run one of my favorite plays I've seen on film all year long. Maybe we'll wait until we actually see it tonight. It is a terrific play, incorporating Zabel in the boundary, but that time it's Mitchell ahead for 2.
It's still just the first quarter, Owen. We got
I think we're
plenty
going
of
to see
time,
a lot of stuff tonight for the Shanley offense. We saw a double pass on the first play. Mattern has to scramble, being chased by Risbert. Up to the line of scrimmage, lets it fly towards the sideline. And another pass that's caught but out of bounds, looking for Kraft.
You just see the skill of Mattern. And then it's the IQ. Look at him saying, hey, trying to direct his receiver towards the sideline there, trying to get a completion, but ended up being out of bounds there, incomplete. Setting up 3rd and long.
Still they go 3 receivers to the near side. Ball on the left hash. 3rd down and 8 for the Deacons. Mattern will try and run. This time the Magi have better success defending that draw play.
Got to believe they're going to go for it here on 4th down. When you run a play like that, say, hey, maybe we get lucky, get it on that draw play. If not, I got a 4th down play that I like if you're Coach Mattern.
Well, Bryce, you'd be right. There's always a 0% chance the Deacons punt. Zabel in motion. And now they check the sideline. 6:30 and counting first quarter on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Deacons 7, Magi 6. Now Mitchell moves. Buying some time, 10 on the play clock. Handoff. Nope, it's a fake. Wide open man. Kraft, can he make the catch? He does at the 20. Ludwig tracks him down. Had Kraft running wide open down the seam. Watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Kraft getting that separation there. Great adjustment on that ball thrown by Mattern. Huge 4th down conversion into the red zone for the Deacons.
Serve Pro red zone. Second time the Deacons have been there today. Eaton again from the slot, motions in the backfield. A handoff to him. Gets inside the 10, still rolls around to the 6-yard line. A nice game there for Eaton.
You said it. It's West Fargo runs that play with foul. Just try and get him out of that slot, get him in motion. It's been a lot of Eaton early in this ball game for Shanley.
Now they spread things out. Those 3 receivers into the wide side for the Deacons. Still Mattern in the gun. Draw play behind Mitchell. And Jax Mattern is in for 6, his 2nd rushing score of the first quarter.
And it's the patience. You've seen it a number of times when he's running the football. Just patience. Let those blocks develop. Already the 2nd rushing touchdown for Jax Mattern.
A big play on 4th down to Jake Kraft kept the drive alive. And Mattern ends it with a rushing touchdown. PAT by Perkarevich. This one is wide right. So just 6 there for the Deacons. 5 minutes, 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Shanley 13, Minot 6. You're watching 3A football on the PSP Network.
This page is in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Well, replays tonight on the PSP Network. Already seen quite a few of them today. Brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trust name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com. There's one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Just past the halfway point of the first quarter, Bryce. 19 points on the board, 13 of those going to the Shanley Deacons.
And it's been the quarterbacks and using their feet here, as Mattern with 2 rushing touchdowns, and we saw the big run from Sutton.
Squib kick picked up by Stevick for Minot High. He'll get ahead to the 39-yard line. Well, Ryder Sutton, one play out there, and an incredible rushing touchdown. We saw a highlight reel run last week against West Fargo. To that one, maybe surpass it for play of the season.
You stole what I was going to say there,
Okay.
Owen. The 29-yard scamper, it was just something special there on that TD run last weekend. How about this start to this one? 57 yards, showing off that second-level speed.
Schindler motions across. Sutton will look to throw. Gets out of trouble. Downfield. Pallotta with room. He's got the catch of the 25-yard line down to the 21. Pallotta just got lost by the Shanley defense in the middle of the field, and Sutton hits him on the money.
Yeah, they had that deep safety, but Pallotta just kept drifting in the middle of the field there. Great throw by Sutton as he made Novotny Leno look like he had Sutton maybe for a sack there, but the good footwork by Sutton setting up a long throw. Big play for the Magi.
How about 2 plays, 100 yards for the Magi tonight? Handoff now to Schindler. Try and get to the edge. However, that's quickly stopped by the Shanley 4-4 defense, and they've got a lot of speed at every position, including that defensive line coming up and making the tackle, Sean Cutterba.
Yeah, great pursuit. Going to be tough to come by the rushing yards tonight for the Magi in this one.
Yeah, just talking about that rushing stat last week, Anderson, 66 rushing yards, the rest of the team, 28. And most of those, more than 28 of them, came from Ryder Sutton. Everybody else was going backwards.
Yeah, they really struggled to move the football in that second half. Oh, it hit him, Owen.
Schindler went in motion. The snap hits him in the leg, does fall on it. It'll be Magi ball, but at the 33-yard line. Watch this one again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Yeah, that's just a timing there. You're thinking Schindler's by you there, the center. Just a miscommunication by the Magi. Get a set up third and a very long here for Minot High.
It's like 3rd and 20 for the Magi. The Shanley 31-yard line. Sutton, success with the arm already, hitting Pallotta deep downfield. Pallotta, the lone receiver on the near side of your screen. Sutton gets a low snap. He's going to run with it. Behind Schindler. Sutton not going down yet, still fighting ahead. They'll pick up 8, and 4th down here. Still a tough one for Minot, but really no decision but go for it.
And it's tough. You don't have your place kicker with Anderson, who's had a lot of success. He's made over a 40-yarder this season, Owen. He's missing. So you got to believe you're in a situation to go for it here. Put the ball in Sutton's hands. Let him create. See if you can convert this 4th and long.
Yeah, with that 42-yarder he made, we're within Blake Anderson field goal range right now.
Absolutely.
4th down and 12 for the Magi. Sutton to the end zone, and Bell caught.
Oh, my.
Touchdown, Minot. Tariq Bell hauled it in the corner.
You see the celebration from Sutton. He is jacked up. Looked like Bell had almost stopped running in that situation, but right in the corner of the end zone, a dime from Sutton. Well, let's see if they go for two here in the lead.
It
looks like Sutton's going to be doing the kicking here, Owen.
So a chance for the lead here in the first quarter for Minot. Still 3 minutes remain. Instead, they'll go for the tie with Sutton. First ever extra point attempt. Just chips it through the uprights, and we are tied at 13. Sutton with his legs, Sutton with the arm, Sutton with the leg in the first quarter for Minot High. It's 13-13 on the VNC National Bank scoreboard.
To introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
We are really needing the BNC National Bank scoreboard tonight. 9 minutes in, it's 13-13. Minot High to really chunk plays for touchdowns. 57-yard run by Sutton, 23-yard touchdown pass to Tariq Bell. Meanwhile, it's been Shanley just methodically moving down the field with their running game that has scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, the quarterbacks, we knew how special they are, and they've been terrific this season. And oh, that's a squib kick. They better. Yep,
yeah,
he's on
Schindler.
it. Took a weird bounce there.
Schindler had kicked the last 2 out of bounds. Not really going to send that one through the end zone. This time, Shanley will pounce on it at the 41-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
Obviously, we talk about the Deacons running the football, but the big play on their last drive was that 4th down conversion, finding senior wide receiver Jake Kraft down the field. And he's again on the far side for the Deacons all alone with these 3 receivers bunched up next to the Deacons sideline. Mattern stands at his own 35, gets the snap. Downfield routes and plenty of time for Jax Mattern. Looking for Mottaberg. Bell and Alexander both converge. That's an incomplete pass.
That's great protection, though, up front. You got to love that if you're Coach Mattern. All day for Jax to throw. Just better coverage on the back end by this Magi defense.
And that Shanley offensive line, not the biggest offensive line you're going to see, but very athletic and very technically sound. Screen pass to Kai Zabel. Zabel dives ahead. Give him 6. They love just getting the ball in whatever way they can to number 1 at Kai Zabel. Handoff, screen pass, or downfield.
Him and Eaton have really stood out to me. Get those guys out in space, kind of throw those quick screen passes, let them do their thing. So athletic.
Another run for Mattern. This one's going to gain 1. Tackle by Liam Neff for Minot. Here comes another 4th down for Shanley. It's 4th and 4 at their own 47. Again, no second thought. They don't punt. Confidence to pick it up.
I love it. You look like you're in for a shootout tonight. You gotta keep putting up points here the way this one's going. I know it's only 2 minutes left in the first, but
2 receivers left. Now Eaton in motion from that side. He'll take the handoff and slip to the backfield. Gunville's going to get credit for the tackle for loss, but Eaton was tripped up again by the turf, and the Magi force a giant first quarter turnover.
Gunville flying through the A gap there, hitting Eaton in the backfield. Turnover on downs. Huge stop for Minot High.
Minot ball with 1:52 to go in the first quarter. A chance with their big play ability to put up 3 scores in the first 12 minutes tonight. Plus side of the field. They'll start drive number 3. 2 tight ends, Spriggs and Nathan Henderson in the formation. Again, it's Sutton alone in the backfield for now. Here comes Schindler. Jet sweep to him. Schindler turns the corner, still bouncing. And now ahead at the 41-yard line. Shanley at secondary. Only 3 guys that play in the defensive backfield able to contain Tegan Schindler right there.
I like that, though, that motion. Try and get Schindler the football. They're so creative at doing that, finding different ways to get him. Try and get him out on the edge in some space.
Clock running at 1:20 first quarter. Schindler again. This time he's hitting the backfield and thrown way back.
I believe that was Becker on that stop, I thought. It's kind of hard to see the numbers. Perhaps Kuderba.
Karlquist.
Okay, we've got a couple. Yeah, it's setting
could have been anybody, though.
Yeah, it could have been a few of them, but great pursuit there on the edge, setting up 3rd and long for Minot High.
Yeah, Karlquist, defensive tackle, 6 foot 275, the junior. Started that tackle for loss for Shanley. 3rd down and 9 for Minot. Gunville now the motion man. Sutton will sprint out to his right. He's got Bell. Bell inside the 20. Just dropped it out of bounds. Nearly another big play to Tariq Bell.
And you can see it. Sutton knows he had him there. Bell had a step there, just couldn't deliver it on time. See what the Magi elect to do here. We've seen they'll just do that shotgun kind of pooch punt with Sutton in there. At times, we've seen that a few times this season already.
He is in kind of that deeper shotgun look. Shanley has nobody back to return this. Could pin him. That is the case. Got to hustle down there to save this from going in the end zone. Takes a great Minot bounce to the 9 and is down at the 5-yard line.
Great punt. Sutton's doing it. He's kicking off. He's playing quarterback. He's pooch punting it down into the pinning them down there at the 5-yard line. It's just a little bit of everything here early in this game.
Not often do punts make it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay reel, but that one was honestly perfect. Shanley ball at the 5, so after their turnover on downs, Minot High does not pick up a first down, and we remain tied at 13, just 16 seconds to go, quarter number 1 from Fargo. Standing on his goal line, Jax Mattern. That one-on-one to Kraft. He's got the first down. That separation from Schindler, and that'll move the chains.
That's just a great route. Foot in the ground, that little hitch route. Come back to the football. Love the one-on-one matchup. Jax saw that, took advantage to Jake Kraft.
Clock is stopped at 4 seconds, but now they'll run it. Okay. After 1 quarter, Minot 13, Shanley 13 from Fargo. We'll be back on the PSP Network.
Not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Second quarter from Fargo. Brought to you by Farstead Oil. Contact Farstead Oil today to find out how their skilled sales team can help you achieve your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricants, and DEF needs. Proudly serving North Dakota, Montana, and western Minnesota since 1938 and committed to outstanding customer service and reliability. Farstead Oil. First play of the second quarter, Landon Mitchell on the run for Shanley.
About the 26-yard line.
They continue to establish that run that ball between the tackles. I've been impressed with Gunville. Gunville's looked really good here at that linebacker position here early for the Magi.
Keeper for Mattern, fooled the Magician defense, and the one last defender able to make that stop, Tegan Schindler. Trips up Mattern for the stop.
I like that from Jax. Not afraid to kind of initiate the contact there. Looked at Schindler, lowered the shoulder, knowing exactly where he had to go to pick up that first down.
First down at the 33-yard line. And they'll send 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Eaton moves in motion. Mattern will throw back that way. It's picked off. Anthony Alexander to the house. It's like he was in the huddle, even though there's no huddle.
What a jump by Alexander, jumping the screen pass. 33 yards later into the end zone, the Magi have the lead.
I mean, it was a little bit of a slow developing screen, but that's what screens are in this offense for Shanley. They get those linemen to move outside, and Alexander got right through. We're going to look at that replay again. A pick six. And now Sutton with the extra point. He will miss it. And Minot's lead will stay 19-13. Another look as we go to break. Anthony Alexander, 30-yard pick six of Jax Mattern.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Well, a very early nominee for Magic City Home Leisure move of the game. Alexander, a pick six. And Minot takes their first lead of the game here in Fargo. Second quarter, 11:01 on the clock. It's 19-13.
That's what Alexander does. He can rush the passer. He can drop back in coverage. Such a great tackler at that linebacker position. And how about that? Just jumping that route, jumping that screen pass. You thought all the attention was in Eaton on motion, but what a play by the defense and Alexander.
A returnable kick by Michael Holcraft. Again, Shanley going to start around the same 30 to 40 range. I think it deserves another look on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Obviously, a screen pass. They get those linemen out there, but just a little bit late to set up that block was Cutterba, and Alexander was already gone with the football.
Yeah, and he's fortunate that that lineman almost screened Alexander from even seeing that football. But Alexander, such a talent out there. That's what he does. He's going to take some risk at that position, try and jump some of these routes, create some turnovers for this Magi defense.
Mattern goes right back to the air. A double move down the field, and nearly another interception as he goes underneath.
Yeah, looked like maybe
Kraft.
Looked like maybe a couple Magi defenders with a shot at that one. Ludwig almost comes up with the big interception, but it's going to be incomplete and second down.
They're looking for Eaton, the intended target on that pass. And now they'll run it after a close call. On second down, a gain of 7 for Jax Mattern, going to set up third down and short. A lot of times you say in this Shanley offense, an interception, just put it behind you, but a pick six to go down, and now delay on the snap. A false start is going to back up the Deacons to third down and 8.
And this is what the Magi, you get in these third longs, they're going to dial up some pressure. I find it hard to believe he's not going to bring some type of blitz package. Don't let Mattern sit back there comfortable in the pocket.
A 3-down lineman and 2 edge rushers, it looks like, for Minot. There's a pass right in the middle of the field to Eaton. Lowers his shoulder into 2 Magi defenders and will move the sticks for Shanley.
And you saw it, a delay blitz. Mattern throws it right where the blitzer came from, finds Eaton. Huge first down for the Deacons.
Now they're going to hold up play. Got to let Minot substitute. Oh. Yeah, had to get a Minot High player off the field after losing his helmet. So
yeah, they barely had the chain set up, and Jax is ready.
Shanley on the move. Run by Mitchell. The ball come out.
I think the ball's out, Owen.
Possession going to Minot. Back-to-back drives. It ends in a turnover. Let's see what we could see on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Yeah, just as Mitchell's going to the ground. And who picked it up for Minot? Can't really get a clear look at who that was.
It looked like Frattel was the one who caused the fumble there. Not sure who ended up with the football, but it is a turnover.
My guess, based on that, was Jaron Melhoff.
That's my guess as well. You said it, my friend. Melhoff, I believe, comes up with the football, number 4 for this Magi defense.
Well, all of a sudden, in the second quarter, we have an upset brewing. 10 minutes, 5 seconds remain in the first half. Minot High with the ball in a 6-point lead, visiting undefeated number 2 Shanley. Sutton will give. Tegan Schindler cuts upfield. Play design was to stretch it, but good idea to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they're not going to abandon this running game. I know they're not having the success they've liked between the tackles, but they're going to continue to try and establish that, get into these shorter second and third down situations.
Well, Shanley defensively, the number 1 scoring defense in the state, has given up 19 points already in the first half. They allow 14 a game so far this year. Season high was 21. Sutton will fake that jet sweep to Schindler, but again, he's not going to get much. Maybe a yard there for Ryder Sutton. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for Minot.
And that time it was Sweat and it was Mitchell meeting at the quarterback here, setting up 3rd and long for Minot High.
Yeah, Wesley Sweat Jr., number 0, getting the start today for Shanley. He factored in quite a bit off the bench at the defensive end spot last week against Bismarck High. 3rd down. Deacons still stack the box, but Minot going to spread them out a little bit. Under center goes Sutton. Now a timeout called by Chauncey Hendershot and the Minot High Magicians. We'll take a timeout as well. It's brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. 8:42 left, first half, Minot 19 at Shanley 13.
This pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Out of the timeout, Magi get the right play call in for 3rd and 9. We'll take time to remind you today's broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you by BSN. They create exclusive personalized solutions for your North Dakota high school and collegiate programs. Reach out to your local BSN sales pro today. Sutton will roll out to his right. Eyes downfield, looking for Bell. First down catch. Good on Sundays.
How about that throw right between the safety and that linebacker position? He drops a dime in. Huge first down for Minot High.
I know he showed the stats ahead of that West Fargo game of the numbers going in the right direction for Sutton, but today it seems the confidence has gone up as well.
And you see that when he's had a lot of that success, Owen, they're going to roll him out, get him on the move there. What a throw by Sutton. Huge first down, like I said. Keeps chains moving.
Into Shanley territory at the 41-yard line. Handoff. Cullen Cisco. Going to hear a lot of new names today. Melhoff, of course, the fumble recovery. Now Cisco as the 3rd different running back they've used.
Hugh Cisco, I believe that. Unofficially, I think it's his first carry of the season here. So a different look here by Minot High as someone else in the backfield getting some touches here.
And immediately Gunville is going to come in to replace Cisco. Well, here's where that key to the game for Minot comes in. You have the 6-point lead. You feel like you can move down the field quickly, but with 8 minutes to go in the first half, maybe take your time again. Sutton in the air to Ludwig. Made a move back to the football.
I think he's got it, Owen.
Logan Ludwig with the catch inside the 10. Watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
I love the throw, Owen. You come back. Sometimes you can draw a pass interference penalty in those situations, but Ludwig comes up with it. Huge catch for Minot High. How about Sutton in this ball game? Just putting on a show here on the road at Shanley in this first half.
Bryce, which one of us is going to have to decide our Magic City home leisure move of the game tonight?
We might have to call Nick Holbergs, maybe a little help from the mothership in Minot.
First and goal from the Serve Pro red zone. Sutton to the outside, looking for the corner. Now maybe looking to throw, and gets it away outside of the pocket as well.
I believe that was Sweat applying the pressure there.
Actually,
maybe
Alessandro Isaac
with the pressure there. You see the speed of Isaac. It looked like Sutton had an angle there on the outside, but Isaac closing the gap there, causing Sutton to throw the football away.
First red zone possession of the day for Minot High. Ludwig split out to the far side of the field. Now Bell goes in motion into the slot on the right. Was there a whistle? There was. Play clock was at double zeros.
Hendershot was about 10 yards on the field looking for a timeout, and I believe he got it.
They did. Just before a delay of game. It will be second down and goal from the 8-yard line for Minot. They have one timeout remaining in the first half. We have 7 minutes and 19 seconds to go until our Moonlight Home Improvement halftime show. It's your home renovation specialist in the Magic City. You've been putting off the basement, kitchen, bathroom, or any interior renovation. Now is the time to book your free estimate with MHI. Mention PSP Network and get up to 10% off on a project's invoice. Call Drew now at 701-721-4612 or head to moonlighthomeimprovement.com. We'll have a look at the first half scoring summary, news and notes about it, and a look at some scores from around the state rolling in so far today. Games on the PSP Network getting good. Minot North, Fargo North, Century West Fargo, the headlining games this evening.
I've had so much offense already in this one, Owen. I'm running out of ink in this pen. I hope I have enough to make it through this ball game.
Looks like the same play for Minot. Sutton gets the snap off, looking for Bell. He got it opening, and he's got the catch. Touchdown, Magi.
That is special, Owen. Sutton hangs in. He knows he's going to get drilled on this play. Look at Bell. He's not even out of his route. The ball's out of his hands. Right to the chest. What a throw by Sutton.
The pick play there for Minot High, the legal version of the pick play, of course. Wide receivers crossing routes, and it crossed up the Deacons defensively. 25-13 Minot here on the road.
Minot going for two.
And the two-point conversions are back after Sutton missed the last extra point. Throws over the middle to Ludwig, snatches it away from the defense. It was Ness in coverage, but Ludwig the catch. 2 more points on the board for Minot, and they lead with 7 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the first half. Magi 27, Deacons 13 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Back in 30 on the PSP Network.
Over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicle repaired back to their original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Minot High, the pick six by Anthony Alexander gives them the lead, and then they recover a fumble in their own territory. Jaron Melhoff, we think, counts on the football. Nobody had it coming out of the pile, but Melhoff had the biggest celebration. And then it's Ryder Sutton to Tariq Bell for the second time today to extend the lead to 14 for Minot on the road against undefeated Shanley.
Points off turnovers, it's been the key. I've been so impressed by each week with Sutton in his play at the quarterback position. Couple highlight reels again here tonight.
Good return from Kai Zabel for Fargo Shanley. Deacons will set up shop first down and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Defensive battle as expected up in Minot today. A 7-6 lead for Fargo North over Minot North in the second quarter. Sentinels testing themselves at early season schedule, 2 3A opponents.
How about this, Owen? Elsewhere on the PSP Network, at the half, Bismarck Century 22, West Fargo 0.
First and 10 for the Deacons.
No shutout here. 40 first half points already. Mattern on the comeback route to Kraft. Tell you what, he's moved into one of the top target roles after that first drive, and Kraft has been running some nice routes.
Yeah, Mattern's been targeting him early, knowing he's got that one-on-one coverage. Loves Kraft's ability to win it, and he's done that a majority of the time here in the first half.
It's Perkarevic that's been absent from the offense for Shanley after such a breakout game last week. Mattern will keep and move ahead for about 4. Perkarevic is still out there on the field, but he's been targeted maybe twice today. On the very far side for Shanley in this setup. Mattern still looking one-on-one with Kraft. Steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle. Kraft has the catch at the 10, and he is gone. Touchdown, Shanley, 48 yards.
You see it again. It's Mattern's ability to step up in the pocket, buying some time, finds Kraft with a dime in the middle of the field. We're going back and forth here tonight at Sid Cichy Stadium.
27-19, Minot still in the lead, 6 minutes and 24 seconds remain in the second quarter. Another PAT attempt by Jacob Perkarevic, the sophomore. Hold by Mattern, and a good kick. Well, Shanley, after back-to-back possessions and a turnover, wasted no time here. A 48-yard touchdown pass from Jax Mattern to Jake Kraft, 27-20.
Folks, we are having young ladies.
Replays on the PSP Network brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. At Ryan Dealerships, the commitment and respect for their customers is as strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference when you visit one of the 5 locations in Minot and Williston, or shop online at driveryan.com. After the Shanley touchdown, they trail 27-20 the second quarter. Kick is received by Corbin Kraft. He's got a lot of space. Kraft to the sideline and down near the 35.
We might be a first to 50 tonight, Owen. I know we're driving back to the Magic City. We might be a little late rolling in tonight, my friend.
Nearly an hour-long first half already between Minot and Shanley today. It's honestly be expected between these two teams. It was a huge outburst of points for Minot High in the last meeting.
You've seen it, Owen. You see that trip set. Mattern's really targeting Kraft in that single one-on-one he's got on the other side and had a tremendous success. That one with a big-time throw, 52 yards.
Just had a rabbit run across the field.
I still think Tariq Bell might be faster than that rabbit.
I guess we'll probably find out on this drive. Here goes Gunville. Motions in the backfield with Ryder Sutton. Handoff. Jalen Gunville carrying some tacklers with him. Last week against West Fargo, I mean, he just never could get going forward.
Yeah, they really
negative 16 rushing yards last week against the Packers.
There were some major struggles with Minot High trying to run that football with Anderson out in that second half. They really struggled. I believe that's probably their best first down gain on the running game here in this ball game tonight. Nice run by Gunville.
Goes for 5. They'll give it to him again. Running to the near side. Hit initially by Cutterba. It was Mitchell that also helped in to get the stop. A third down defensively for the Deacons, and trailing by a touchdown, this stop could go a long way.
Yeah, you got to believe Minot High try and get Sutton again on the move. Let him make the decision here. Look for them to maybe roll out towards their sideline. Had a lot of success with that here in this first half.
They'll split Ludwig all alone to the near side. Pilata, Bell, and Gunville, 3 receivers to the right of Ryder Sutton. Now Gunville comes back to the backfield. Fake the sweep there. Looking for Bell. Now Sutton will run. Sutton evades a tackle in the middle. He's got the first down and more. A stiff arm used at the 49-yard line. Perkarevich is going to take him down to the turf, but Ryder Sutton runs his way to a first down gain.
And that's Sutton there just creating. It looks like he's bottled up behind the line of scrimmage of multiple Deacons. Had an opportunity to bring him down.
Looked like his center, Caden Demakis, was going to make that tackle right around the line to gain, but Sutton gets away from it. Clock running at 4 minutes, 32 seconds left, second quarter. Magi up 27-20 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Gunville to carry. Gunville busts ahead for 7.
There you see it now. Gunville's gotten the last couple opportunities on first down to carry the football for Minot High. Very successful with his opportunities here.
Magi break the huddle on second down and 4. Send the shotgun is Sutton. Straight drop back. Corks one. And this one will fall incomplete. Pull out of the intended target. Good coverage again by Will Ness.
You see the big arm of Sutton there. I know it's out of the reach, but you got to love that decision making. He's got that one-on-one matchup. Thinking Pilata can win, get some separation. Just a little too far on the throw there.
I think what Sutton liked the most on that play, he had time. He was not rushed. He didn't have to leave the pocket to let that ball travel 30 yards downfield. A run for Gunville on third down and medium. He's going to be short. A gain of 2. Fourth down, and you got to think Minot High, with the success of the offense, they're right on the ball. They're going for it. And now Shanley will want to call a timeout, get their defense set up to try and end this Magi drive. We'll take a timeout as well. Brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. 3 minutes, 28 seconds to go until halftime. Minot leading 27-20, fourth down play on the way.
Deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
First International Bank and Trust, a full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built on the bond between their employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North and South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. Bring your timeouts tonight. That one called by the Deacons. They have 2 remaining in the first half. Ahead of a fourth down and 2 play call for Minot. Bell close to the formation nearest to you. He goes in motion towards Logan Ludwig's side. Snap back to Sutton. Sprints out to the right. That same pick play that scored the touchdown is going to pick up a first down for Minot.
We've said it a number of times. It's Sutton on the move, finding Bell, moving the chains here, trying to add to this 7-point lead before the half.
It was the same exact play call as that touchdown.
It was.
Shanley's defensive backs communicated a little bit better, but again, the footing gave out for John Eaton before he could make a play on the ball. First down, Minot at the 37. Gunville.
Great vision.
Tries to cut it back to the right side. Gain of 3.
I like that cutback. I know that's not the biggest gain there, but trying to establish between the tackles. Gunville's been the guy this drive.
With the tackle for the Deacons, second down and 7 for Minot.
Clock moving at 2 minutes and about 30 seconds. Our Moonlight Home Improvement halftime show. Minot has the space. They have the time to run this out and possibly make this last play of the half be into the end zone. So we'll look for the first down pickup right now. Comeback. Pallotta with the catch at the 19, and it'll be the ball inside the Serve Pro red zone.
And there you see it. Kuderba had pressure there on the quarterback, but Sutton hanging in there, delivering another strike and another first down for this Magi offense.
Actually spotted at the 20. Still, possession in the red zone for the Magi. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians. It's Serve Pro. Gunville remains in the backfield with Ryder Sutton. Bell and Pallotta to the right side. Move Gunville to the left now of Ryder Sutton. Fake to Bell. Ludwig. The intended target went right through the hands of free safety Michael Holcraft. Second down, Magi.
You could see it. They set Bell in motion there, thinking they'd get some more attention. Holcraft just stayed. He just sat, reading the eyes of the quarterback. Almost a big turnover there by this Deacons defense.
Looks like Minot was late to get somebody off. They didn't have the right personnel out there. Still, Bell and Spriggs. Well, anyway, the officials held it up because the play clock was running too early. A couple of those hiccups tonight.
And we have no idea what the play clock's at because those aren't operating.
The one
this one is. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the one on the other end zone. I apologize.
It's working the direction Minot's offense is going. There was a run on second down. Brings up third down at about 6 yards for Minot. Another First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field taken by the Shanley Deacons. Looking for a late first half defensive stop to keep this at a clock is running again. Yeah, again, we've had a couple
We've had a little bit of everything.
issues with the clock tonight, transmitting it as well to our broadcast. But I mean, there's been good football for you to enjoy, a clock on your screen or not.
Yeah, we already have 47 points in this game. We've had just a little bit of everything. Sensational quarterback play, guys creating. It's been, and we still got another whole half to go there, Owen.
Yeah, even with this magical start for Minot, you feel like a score here before the break kind of keeps you a little bit of momentum. You got to keep this up, though, as well for the second half.
Yeah, some kind of points on this drive. I'm not sure about the if they get into a field goal situation, their confidence in someone putting it through the upright. So you got to believe it's 4-down territory.
Whistles before the snap as Bell went across in motion.
I think we might have a delay here, Owen.
False start against Minot. So that makes the third. Oh, that looks way more than 5 yards they marked off, right? That ball was at the 17.
Well, maybe a little home field advantage special there.
Yeah, now the official on the far side, he was standing at the 22 despite the ball being spotted at the 25.
There it is.
There we go. Well, they gave him the 23. So 3rd and 13.
I'm going to highlight him, Owen. Alexander's in at that tight end position here.
Got Gunville as the running back. It'll be a throw. Alexander running down the middle of the field. Ludwig, that comeback ball again, but it's put on the opposite shoulder. 4th down, obviously, with backup field goal kicker Ryder Sutton. Probably too far for him to try it.
You could see it. Ludwig had some space there. Sutton just an errant throw. Now it's 4th and long.
Huge change of substitution for Minot High. They'll bring almost a new personnel at the skill position into the game. Schindler returns. We haven't seen him at all in this drive. He goes out to the near side with Tariq Bell and James Pallotta. And now Whistles Minot High is going to take their final timeout of the first half. They have none remaining. I believe Shanley only has one left. There's 1:43 to go in the second quarter. One more break on the PSP Network. 27-20, Magi in front.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Today's broadcast of high school football on the PSP Network, presented by Bones Barbecue Sauce, a true North Dakota original. 4th down. And a long 13 yards for Minot. Schindler in motion. Sutton, not much time. He's going to step up, get it away to Schindler. It's caught. Schindler has the first down. He's out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The sophomore just continues to impress by his quick decision-making.
You see Sweat. He had one on the edge. Then you see Sutton just stepping up. Looked like he had nowhere to go with the football. Finds Schindler towards the sideline. It's a first down. What a conversion on 4th and 12.
First down and goal to go for Minot. Trying to build up their lead a little bit more before halftime. Gunville nowhere to run. Deacons quickly through the line. Sweat and Novotny Leno will combine for the tackle. We have another timeout, this time by Shanley. You wonder if they think they might get the ball back still in the first half if they take more time, but I think they're out of timeouts now, right?
It's going to be an interesting minute 24 here. They're hoping to get one more possession here, but
and Minot's going to get the ball first in the second half, too. Scoreboard shows Shanley has one timeout left. They took one earlier on, and then their second one of this drive. Minot is out of timeouts with a minute 24 left in the second quarter. We're trading touchdowns early in the game, and then Minot's defense made the big play. Anthony Alexander, a pick six. On the very next Shanley offensive possession, they fumbled. Minot went up 27-13 after a touchdown off the turnover. Shanley on their last possession found Jake Kraft, for a huge touchdown catch, made it 27-20. Now Minot with the ball again, driving. Gunville to the 4. 3rd down and goal for the Magi.
I like the play call, Owen. Just kill another 35, 40 seconds off that clock here. Now you get in the 3rd down territory. Give Sutton a couple opportunities to create and find the end zone to extend it to a 2-possession game.
And the receivers, Ludwig, lone receiver to the right side of Sutton. Bell in the slot to the left. Pallotta nearest to the sideline. Sutton in the gun. 3rd and goal from the 4. Dropping back. Now fading back to his left. Chucks it out of bounds. That might have been a backwards lateral.
Yeah, I don't.
A flag is down for grounding. I think he was outside the pocket, but that one might have gone backwards, to be honest, Bryce.
I don't think it. I think he's on. I had him outside the pocket, Owen, but the ball is not back to the line of scrimmage, so they are going to call grounding. It's close.
He threw it from about the 16. That one sailed. Yeah, that one probably did go forward, but that was dangerous there for Minot High. Intentional grounding is the call against Sutton. Backs him up from what was a 3rd and goal from the 4. That's also a loss of down.
Correct. It's going to bring up 4th down now.
From all the way back at the 24-yard line.
4th and goal all the way back at the 24-yard line.
Well, the Magi have pulled off some impressive plays tonight. This one would be maybe the best.
Yeah, look for a 50-50 ball up into the end zone here for Minot High.
Pressure. Sutton steps up. Looking. Now he's got to tuck it. And Sutton will not get near the goal line. Tackle made by Briggs Hansen for Shanley.
God, I love that name. I highlighted it early in the game. I was excited to say and see the play of Briggs Hansen.
So turnover on downs does give Shanley their wish. A drive with 31 seconds left. If any offense can put together a 5-play drive in 30 seconds, it's the Deacons.
It is, and I like that decision, though. I like the decision by Sutton. Nothing's there. I mean, you can throw a 50-50 ball up to the end zone, but you're playing well. You got the 7-point lead. Count on your defense to try and just come up in this with a stop here, get you to the half with the lead.
Well, to very much our surprise, Jax Matter is going to take a knee. And Shanley will send this to the break down by 7. You can put it on your upset alert already. Halftime, winless Minot at number 2 and undefeated Shanley, and it's the Magi in the lead. Defense has stepped up, and the youngsters making plays on offense. 27-20 Moonlight Home Improvement halftime show is next.
Is proudly brought to you by Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Not everyone starts their day at the same time or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
If you're in the Minot area and looking for a rental, start here. I just moved and had no idea where to begin, but then I found Creative Property Management. They've got the most listings in town: apartments, townhomes, even single-family homes. They made it easy, helped me find a place that felt like home, and their 24/7 maintenance means no stress. Whether you're new to the area or just ready for a change, book a tour with CPM today.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
At the half, Minot High, a 27-20 lead over the Shanley Deacons. Our halftime brought to you by Moonlight Home Improvement. Call Drew now at 701-721-4612 or head to moonlighthomeimprovement.com. I guarantee you that Drew's still up watching high school football on the PSP Network tonight, so you can go ahead and call that number, 701-721-4612. Well, Bryce, a lot to talk about in that first half, specifically just in our scoring summary. 47 points, 7 touchdowns combined in the first 24 minutes.
I'm going to try and get this all right. I'm going to take a deep breath. I've got it written down. So we got kicked off in scoring with Jack Smattern at the 8:24 mark of the first quarter, 9 yards out. Extra point was good, made it 7-0 Deacons. Quickly, 18 seconds later, first play for Minot High from scrimmage. 57 yards later, Ryder Sutton runs into the end zone. 2-point was no good. That made it 7-6 Deacons at that point. Mattern answers back, 5:34 mark of the first quarter. 5 yards out, extra point no good. Made it 13-6 at that point, Shanley. Then it's Sutton to Bell. We've heard that a lot in this one in this first half. 23 yards out, extra point, tied it up at 13. Second quarter, we got kicked off and scoring at the 11:01 mark. 33-yard interception returned by Alexander. What a play by him. Extra point was no good. We are at 19-13 Magi. At the 7:14 mark, Sutton to Bell, 8 yards out. 2-point was good, made it 27-13. And then the big play, Mattern to Kraft. Those two had quite the connection here. The 6:24 mark of the second quarter, 52 yards on the post route, gets us to our halftime score. Minot on the road leading Shanley 27-20.
Whew. Yeah, you know, we spent a long drive down here from Fargo, or to Fargo from Minot, just talking about this game. And, you know, a lot of it was about Minot High question marks. What are you going to do without Blake Anderson? He plays such a big part, not only in the offense, not only in the defense, the special teams game we've seen be affected by it, but Minot High is moving beyond it. They found other alternative options to score, to make tackles, to make interception return touchdowns. Today, they've really rallied together without maybe their biggest individual piece.
You and I have done 2 Minot High games. We've had the question mark of who's going to be Sutton's guy, who's going to get that connection with Sutton, and we both agreed. We looked at each other. We thought Tariq Bell would be the guy. He has been the guy here in this first half, but it's a committee. It's been Ludwig. He's been looking for Pallotta on these deep routes, and Gunville is starting to establish the run here for the Magi, too. Going to be very important in this second half that they continue to run the ball. Even just 2-3 yards, those little chunks add up for this Magi team.
Obviously, for Shanley, I'd like to place the focus in preparation on that defense. Number 1 scoring defense in the state in 3A football, averaging 14 points per game allowed so far, a season-high 27 given up to the Magi in the first half. But maybe the concern right now is about the offense. Their last 4 drives of the first half, interception, fumble, touchdown, and then a kneel down to end the half. They're also going to have to start on defense as well. This is going to be a tough climb for Shanley to get that offense back.
Yeah, we saw Eaton. He slipped in the backfield. That was a turnover on downs. Then you see that play Anthony Alexander made, I was just incredible. It looked like they maybe had that screen set up trying to draw the attention on the motion, that throwback screen. Alexander just read it. He jumped it. It's 6 points later. It's been the turnovers, Owen. Then the fumble came. It's been the story of the game. But just down 7, see what Mattern's running the football well. He made that one bad decision on that screen pass, but they're taking advantage of some opportunities with that trip set. I really like him and Kraft and that connection they had in this first half.
Well, it is homecoming here at Fargo Shanley this week. Already the homecoming court was announced. Always love to add to the spotting board. Landon Mitchell, homecoming king now.
Yeah,
his next carry after a big first half. And now some Hall of Famers being inducted into the Shanley Deacons Hall of Fame here. A long line of legendary athletes coming through these walls.
Were you a homecoming king out in Washburn?
Absolutely not.
All right.
Not too many people to choose from out there.
I would have voted for you, bud.
Minot High, a 27-20 lead over Fargo Shanley at the half. When we come back, we'll take a look around the BNC National Bank scoreboard statewide on the PSP Network.
Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan. Work is proudly brought to you by to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
On RBNC National Bank scoreboard at the half, the Magicians of Minot High on the road. A 27-20 lead over the Fargo Shanley Deacons. Shanley came into this week ranked number 2, one of the last 2 undefeated teams in 3A football in the state of North Dakota. They're trailing, but the other undefeated team, number 1 Legacy, a small lead right now over West Fargo Horace. What else do you got, Bryce, from around 3A?
13-7 in that one. I believe they're already in the fourth quarter in that matchup. Legacy with a 6-point lead, just about 9 minutes left in the fourth. Cheyenne 27, Mandan 20. They have just kicked off in the fourth quarter of that one. Fargo Davies 21, Bismarck 7 at the half. All Century tonight versus West Fargo 29-0. They have over 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter of that one. Minot North bouncing back nicely to end that first half. They are up on Fargo North at the half. It's the Sentinels 21, the Spartans 7.
And elsewhere on the PSP Network tonight, Dickinson, I saw, had a halftime lead over Central Cass at 14-7. And I think an identical score in the Lax, 14-6, actually. Velvet Drake Animus Garrison up on DLB. You can catch all those games on the PSP Network tonight. PSP Network is also proud to partner with the Aggie Foundation and Minot State University this year, bringing you the Player Performance of the Week each week. The finalists will be announced each Monday afternoon on all PSP Network social platforms. This week's finalist was Jacob Perkarevich of Fargo Shanley. To see if he won it, here's our special announcement of this week's Aggie Foundation Player Performance of the Week.
This week's PSP Network Player Performance of the Week, powered by the Aggie Foundation and Minot State University. Congratulations to this week's nominees on Big Time Games. The votes are in, and this week's Player Performance of the Week belongs to Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. And watch for next week's PSP Network Player Performance of the Week, powered by the Aggie Foundation and Minot State University. PSP Network, it's game day.
The Aggie Foundation is a 501c3. Our mission is to really help out the communities that allow us in for charitable gaming.
We are so thankful for Aggie Foundation for giving us the $2,500.
I can't thank the Aggie Foundation enough for what they've done.
Aggie Foundation has been just a great partner for our community.
Some of these programs wouldn't be able to continue on without funding from programs like this.
We're always looking for new partners, new communities to be in. If we can make an impact in that community, we will.
How about some soccer there for your player performance of the week? Jaden Marshall, a goal and an assist and a win over Bismarck High. You know what else I think helped his cause?
I saw it.
Later in the week,
yes,
he had a hat trick against Mandan St. Mary's, so well deserving of the second PSP Network Player Performance of the Week, brought to you in part by the Aggie Foundation and Minot State University. Congratulations to him. Best of luck to, I assume we're going to get a pretty good nominee out of this second half, Bryce. If we haven't had a nominee for that Player Performance of the Week already. The stat line's already exploding for both Minot and Shanley.
And we've had some special performances. It's been the quarterbacks. It's been at the wide receiver position. We've had turnovers. It's going to be interesting to see it. I really feel like Magi going to have to create at least one more turnover in this second half. I know they're winning, but I know they have that lead of 7 points, but the ability of Shanley to move the football and score. They're so prolific on the offensive end. Going to have to create another turnover, I believe, for this Magi defense.
Still awaiting the second half kickoff. We look to be pretty close to getting that second half underway. It'll be the Deacons kicking off from right to left on your screen. Magi will return. They don't end that first half with points, but an opportunity to start the second with them for Minot High. So,
yeah, that big intentional grounding call set them up, and that Loss of down got him into a long fourth down situation, and we talked about it. They don't have their field goal kicker in this ball game, so that could be a big it could come up big here in a close ball game here in the second half.
Jacob Perkarevich to kick off for Shanley. Minot's been hiding their return man, Tariq Bell, on the corner to the sideline. There's these squib angled kicks, and he's going to return this as well. Bell breaks out of the first tackle and will go out of bounds, crashing into a couple of his Magi teammates at the 39. And that was the Moonlight Home Improvement halftime show on the PSP Network. Second half starts with the Magi with the football at 27-20 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Gunville starts as the running back in the backfield. He was really the only running back that was used on that last drive. Still getting the play clock figured out. Now the only working play clock is behind Minot, so this is going to be tough.
I keep looking over and wishful thinking that play clock's going to work in the other end zone, but it hasn't.
Just the one behind the Magi offense in operation tonight. Gunville does get the carry on first down, a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 upcoming. I wonder what Chauncey Hendershot's emotions are right now. Obviously, it took a lot to get this team out here to Fargo after the first 3 weeks of the season. Just don't go your way. The first 0-3 start since '97 for Minot High, but his team got off the bus and started playing some great football tonight.
Yeah, it's tough. That 4-hour bus ride, you just never know what you're going to get from your team, a team that's struggling, but tremendous effort in the first half, looking to sustain it here on the road.
Well, stopping the run right there for Fargo Shanley defensively was Carlquist, number 66. Defensive front has made some big plays for Shanley tonight. Now it's on the secondary on 3rd down and 8. Seen this formation a lot. Bell and Pilata to the near side. Ludwig on his own next to the Minot High sideline. Sutton directing traffic. And I think Minot avoided a penalty there by calling the timeout. They had 2 players going in motion.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion between Gunville and Bell on that play. Early timeout here in the second half.
Brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. A full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built to the bond between their employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North and South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. Minot has been challenged tonight. A couple 3rd and long, 4th and long. And more often than not, they've had success throwing the deep ball. Whether it's Bell, whether it's Ludwig, these receivers have been balling out today.
And it's been Sutton. He's on the move. He's creating. You saw it a number of times in that first half. Going to need another special half from him to pull off the upset here on the road.
Not to forget Pilata's big catch on the second offensive play of the game. Back to the action. 3rd down and 8. Magi have it at their own 41. Now Gunville in motion. Bell stays put. Sutton going to heave one. Pilata has the catch in stride at the 20-yard line. Minot pulls off another big play.
And you could see it landed. Howe knew he was beat. He was trying not to grab the receiver, Pilata. Trying not to put his hands on him. Sutton looks like they were setting up a screen. Goes the deep ball to Pilata. What a throw by Ryder Sutton.
And with James Pilata, a catch earlier about 40 yards. This one goes the same, 42 yards to be exact on that pitch and catch. 1st down and 10 inside the Surf Pro red zone for Minot. Sweep to Schindler. 1st down run of 5 yards for Teagan.
See that? A little double tight end set there from Minot High. See if you can get Schindler going here in this second half. Nice gain on 1st down.
Now those 2 tight ends, Spriggs and Henderson, mentioned it last week when they both got to participate a little bit on the offense with those injuries. They've performed pretty well in backup duty.
Henderson's a big boy. He stands about 6'2", about 190 pounds. Like I said, another kid making the most out of his opportunities out there.
Starting at D end as well. Here's Schindler. Got upfield. That was the start of it. and then is brought down at the ankles by Holmark, the safety. Another third down for Minot. More manageable looking than 3rd down and 8. It's 3rd down and 5.
See, maybe look for something in the play action game. See if you can freeze up that single high safety for the Deacons here. I'm looking to see if Bell's on the field here. He's at the top of the screen.
So got a new receiver, Jaron Melhoff, on the near side. Bell in motion. Is it that pick play again? Sutton sprints out towards the near side, setting up some blocks. Now backpedaling, tightroping the sideline, and they marked him out. Sutton was trying to keep that play alive, but stepped out at the 16-yard line, turning a 3rd and 5 into a 4th down and 8.
And Sprague's looking like he had kind of figured that Sutton was running. He was already blocking down the field on that play, and Sutton trying to create something there. It's going to be 4th and long here. Great coverage on the back end by the Deacons.
4th down. Another go-for-it situation for Minot without their trusty field goal kicker, Blake Anderson. Sutton in the gun. 4 receivers running routes. They'll go to Bell, but he threw it too far out in front. Incomplete pass, and the Deacons force a turnover on downs.
A big stop there by the Deacons. Kind of that bend, don't break there. Some big plays causing the turnover on downs. See what they can do with their opening possession here in the 3rd quarter.
A back-to-back red zone drives now for Minot High that have stalled out, and Shanley, this is the time to take advantage.
Yeah, it's been the red zone defense here these last couple possessions, keeping this a 1-score game.
Deacons, 84 yards to work with. Quick hitter there to Perkarevish. Maybe a name that they need to get going a little bit more.
Yeah, you see it that he's getting that one-on-one look against Schindler now, and great drive starter there. Good recognize it. Mattern recognized it right away. Loved the matchup, went to it.
Jax Mattern, the future Concordia Moorhead Cobber.
Roll Cobbs.
Run by Eaton. Still going. John Eaton. He's been a tough runner to bring down for Shanley tonight. Started out as a tackle for loss for the Magi. Turns in to a run of 11.
Yeah, the 1-yard loss, like you said, turns into 11. Eaton running hard. We've seen that play a number of times from the Deacons.
Back to the action. Perkarevish with the catch. Schindler slipped, and it gives Perkarevish some more space to work upfield. He's got 11 yards and a 1st down.
You've seen it, another quick hitter here. The up-tempo continues here in the 2nd half.
Magi still subbing. No flags as they had a couple players on the field. Mattern sneaks it ahead for 2. And this is the only thing slowing Shanley's defense down, throwing it off their own lineman. Warp speed, the Deacon offense is moving. Pump fake, now Mattern, sidearm sling, a dangerous throw. 2 Magi defenders in the area looking for Eaton. Gets out of there with an incomplete pass.
I loved it. I loved the fake stepping up into the pocket, but looked like Ludwig had an opportunity to jump that one and go the other way, but it goes down as an incomplete. Hey, it's 3rd and long time. It usually means Magi are going to dial up some pressure.
Alexander has to come out of the box to cover one of these wide receivers. Mattern looks right at the line to gain. He's got Eaton. Moves on ahead to the 39-yard line. 1st down, Shanley.
That's a great job by Eaton, finding an empty, just some room in that zone coverage. Mattern puts it right on him, 1st down.
Still a formation in the boundary for Shanley. 3 receivers on the near side. Fake. Now Mattern will try and run that option. Okay, that's the play I was talking about. They have the backup running back in the game.
They've got a personal foul here, Owen.
Alexander with a bit of a late shove. Let's see if we got it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
It kind of looked like Alexander was trying to hold him up there, but Mattern goes to the turf, and it's going to be 15 yards.
Personal foul is going to give the Deacons a free 15 yards and a 1st down, keeping this drive moving right along. to the 25-yard line. I was saying about that play, it's almost like a triple option right there. Just not your very traditional triple option. They've got the backup running back Derek Bame in the game, and Mattern kind of fakes it, and then he's got an option with Zabel with a screen pass instead of a pitch.
Yeah, giving him that option.
There's a ball in the end zone. Perkarevich, jersey hung onto. There's the flag. PI in the end zone. It was Schindler trying to cover Perkarevich. Says penalty over the touchdown there.
Minot High fans looking for a hold on the Deacons. It's going to end up being a penalty on Minot High in the back end on Schindler.
It was first down and 10 at the Magi 23-yard line, and another free first down. Plus, it happened in the end zone, so take half distance there to the 12. First down and 10. Deacons inside the Serve Pro red zone. Mattern throws to the back corner. Bell after a one-handed interception. Pass intended for Jack Kraft.
You've seen it
Jake
there.
Kraft.
Jake Kraft there, a double move. Great coverage over there by Bell, not taking the bait there on that first move. Blanket coverage.
24/7 emergency service and trained technicians at Serve Pro. Two receivers left, two receivers to the right. Here comes Kai Zabel in motion. It'll be a run play for Jax Mattern. Just a few there.
Alexander off the edge, unblocked there, setting up 3rd and long here. Gotta believe you're looking at 4-down territory here for the Deacons.
Always is for Shanley, whether it's at this 10-yard line or the other one. Touchdown and an extra point could tie it. In the third quarter, clock running, 6:25 to go. Mattern, pressure right at him, and he is sacked. Parker Frittel, the sack for Minot.
Frittel just had a clean run there. What a big sack on this play. About 4th and 15 now. Call it 16 for the Deacons.
Again, they can pick up a first down. It'll be at the 2-yard line, though. From the 19, Mattern rolls out. Evaluating, still waiting. Pressure comes, throws to the end zone, a jump ball.
I think he caught it, Owen.
Caught. Perkarevich, the touchdown catch for Shanley. No, he's down to the 1.
Yeah, they have him just short, but it's going to be 1st and 10. Look at Mattern just creating there, and Perkarevich finding them for a first down.
Right up to the line again. Mattern will follow his blocks. He's hit in the backfield, still trying to drive, and now they'll whistle the play dead. A loss of 1 for Jax Mattern. Let's watch that catch again by Perkarevich, like a Hail Mary from the 18-yard line. Looks like he falls into the end zone, but that backside down with the ball just shy.
What a play. That's just Perkarevich high pointing the football.
Dive to Eaton, rolls into the end zone for a Shanley touchdown. This time they're on the board.
Oh, and the penalties, and then it's 4th and 16. The Deacons look like they're going to turn it over on downs. Great coverage by Minot High, just better play by Mr. Perkarevich. What a play, setting up the 1-yard run by Eaton.
Perkarevich will now try and tie the game with the extra point. Good snap, good hold. The kick is good as well. 27-27 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 5 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. Deacons, a nice touchdown drive to open up the second half.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Well, we thank you for joining us tonight on the PSP Network for Class 3A football. If you like what you're seeing, Go ahead and subscribe to us here on YouTube. Follow at Network PSP on all social medias. We got some scores being thrown around on our social medias, so you can keep up to date with all of them at the same time. Not only that, vote for next week's Player Performance of the Week. A good chance we could see Jacob Perkarevich on there again if he has a big second half.
How about that drive? It's the personal foul, then the big pass interference, then a sack by Minot High gets it to 4th and 16. The Deacons convert, and it's Eaton tying this ball game from 1 yard out.
Tariq Bell on the kick return. Out the 40. Today's broadcast of high school football on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by the Aggie Foundation. That PSP Network Player Performance of the Week we keep mentioning is brought to you by them. Learn more about their charitable work at aggiefoundation.com. Well, Minot, two very nice-looking drives on paper. The stats look great, but they both end without points in the red zone.
Yeah, they've really moved the ball well. And like you said, you get into that red zone area. It's been tough these last couple possessions as the Deacons' defense has stood tall.
Sutton airs it out towards Ludwig, makes the catch. Ness in coverage.
Oh
Ludwig's carrying him inside the 10. Logan Ludwig angry.
What a throw. First down. They decide to take a shot play. Ludwig in stride carries the defender about another 10 to 12 yards inside the 10-yard line.
The 6'3 Ludwig has about 5 inches on Will Ness. That helped out to make the catch. And then the strength to take the extra yard. Sutton a stiff arm. Now he's scrambling, still on his feet. Sutton will go out of bounds, though. That'll be a sack for the Shanley defense. I think Hansen was over there to push him out. Sweat with the pressure as well. It's just plays like that have kind of killed Minot drives.
It's a great, as Ryder Sutton trying to get to the edge. Just a swarm of defenders led by Briggs Hansen there, creating that negative play. Lost about 5, 6, maybe 6 yards on that run.
2nd and goal from the 12. Agile looking to claim the lead back. A flinch by the tight end. Jack Stevick, the sophomore, on the line of scrimmage, false started. So not only does the sack move you back, but so does a false start penalty of the 17.
That's been the story these last few drives. It's the negative plays. It's the penalties. Setting them up in the second long goal situation here.
4 minutes, 39 seconds remain in the third quarter. 27 all on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. A handoff to Schindler, looking for a hole. Now gets one to the 11. 3rd and goal, Minot.
I like that call. You know, you've got a couple downs here now. A little closer from about the 10-yard line for Sutton to try and create something. Try and take the lead in this ball game.
Yet another drive in the Surf Pro red zone. 24/7 emergency service. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Ludwig and Kraft to the far side. Here's Kraft in motion. Long handoff to Schindler. And the Deacons have the stop, Alessandro Isaac.
I like this Isaac kid. He's got a nose for the football. Making a lot of plays. Yeah, making a lot of plays from that linebacker position here. As it's 4th down here for the Magi.
4th down and goal to go. They need all 11 yards on this play. Kraft again sent across the formation. Sutton claps, takes the snap. A drop back. Now has to get away. Pressure on him, throws the goal line, incomplete.
It was a great job by Sutton to just get that football off as Kuderbaugh came flying off the edge. Looked like he had a sack, but it's going to be turnover on downs right back to the Fargo Shanley Deacons.
3 straight red zone possessions that ended no points for Minot. Still a tie game at 27 all, 3:17 in the third quarter on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. They know your life is busy. That's why they'll make managing your money easy with locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Find BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Well, Shanley went 85 yards on their last touchdown drive to even things up at 27. They've got 80 yards to go now. 90 yards to go now. Out in the flats to running back Derek Bame. He'll have 11 yards for a first down.
I like that play. Wide receivers doing their job, setting the edge. Couple nice blocks and a first down for the Deacons.
Now Hoff with the stop for Minot. It's 1st and 10 for the Deacons.
Mattern evaluating all the options. Throws it to the sideline and through the hands of Holcraft, sorry.
Holcraft, the guy I highlighted in that pregame show. Not many targets in this one. Let's see if he can come up something big here as we tick to about 3 minutes here in the third quarter.
Zabel, the motion man. Takes a sweep, gets to the outside past Henderson, and now sets up a block. Zabel dives to the 30. Stays inbounds. It'll be third down and short for Shanley, just a yard to get.
Zabel showing off the speed. Nice block on the edge by Derek Bame over there as well, setting them up with a nice 9-yard gain.
Minot jumped, and that will give Shanley a free first down. Tucker Nelson in the middle.
Yeah, Tucker Nelson on the encroachment. Going to be a first down. You've seen it. That's been the penalties on the Minot High Magicians here in the second half.
1st and 10 for the Deacons at their own 36.
Ball now spotted at the 36 of Shanley. Clock starts running at 2:32. Zabel, another handoff. Gets it upfield to the 40. Kai Zabel, listed as a wide receiver. He takes more handoffs than he does catch passes. Came into today with 7 catches and 12 rushing attempts.
Gosh, that was a really nice play by Ludwig. It looked like they had that set up well with Zabel in some space, but nice job by Ludwig from the safety position.
Keeper by Mattern. Runs right into Jalen Gunville and is brought down to the 44. Third down and 2 for Shanley.
You see that when I like this from Jack Smatter when he's running the football. It seems like he's always falling forward when he's on the loose there, using his feet.
This time it's Eaton who takes the handoff from Mattern. He's got the first down and moves across the 50 to the Minot 49. And 90 seconds left in quarter number 3.
The Magi defense just really haven't had an answer to that play all night, Owen. Getting Eaton in motion. Runs so hard. The 5'9" senior, big first down.
Put Bame in motion. Fake to him, leaves Eaton wide open, and he's got a Shanley first down.
Love it. All this kind of set up by the movement, the motion there, the fake to the outside to Beam by Mattern. Finds Eaton wide open underneath. Another first down.
Minot playing a real dangerous game, substituting on almost every play with this hurry-up offense from Shanley. Zabel has too many blockers. Woo! He's got to weave through them and gets out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Kai Zabel moves the chains.
It's been the Kai Zabel show on this drive. There you see, we know about the speed, and there you see the patience there, letting it develop a little bit. Big run by Zabel.
Deacons inside the Serve Pro red zone, looking for the lead. Haven't had it since it was 13-6 in the first quarter. Mattern throws towards the end zone. A short pass coming back to it was Kraft. Give him exactly 10 yards and a first and goal at the 4.
That's just a really good route there by Kraft at the top of the screen. That nice out route. Mattern delivering the ball on time, on the money.
Now Eaton, another carry, spins through a tackle and crawls his way across the goal line. Touchdown, Deacons.
Eaton the second time this half, giving the Deacons the lead, this time from 5 yards out. Continuing to run hard in this ball game. Yards after contact for Mr. John Eaton.
33-27 Shanley with 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the extra point by Perkarevich. That is blocked. So it will remain just a 6-point lead for the Deacons, but the second half has been dominated by red zone stops and the wide receiver running game. We'll take a break on the PSP Network. Come back with more 3A football.
To introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
It's been a fun night of football from Fargo, North Dakota. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Shanley has taken the lead back for the first time since about halfway through the first quarter. It was 13-6. Minot would go on a string of 21 unanswered points. But it has been Shanley now with 20 unanswered of their own.
I was trying to do the math there. I'm glad you got that right. I got it written down, but you said
Onside kick. Onside kick recovered by the Deacons. Perkarevich pulls off the Pat McAfee.
What a time to dial that up. 20 unanswered. You said it for the Deacons. Then they go the onside kick, working to perfection. Ball right back to Shanley.
Chauncey Hendershot is running onto the field, asking if that ball went 10 yards. It went 11. And the Shanley Deacons will steal a possession away from Minot, who's been knocking on the door of the end zone on their last 3 drives. This time they don't even let him touch it.
Yeah, this is danger zone here for Minot High. Shanley, we talked about the red zone defense eliminating points here these last 3 drives. Another possession up 6 with all the momentum.
Throw it to Bame. Bame sprinting upfield. Nobody left to catch him. Pallotta, the last chance, will drag him down at the 14-yard line.
Maybe highlight that play. That's a big-time pursuit by Pallotta. Looked like Bame was going to go untouched into the end zone, but it's been the blocking of these wide receivers too, Owen, out on the edges here, springing some big plays for the Deacons.
Shanley's offense moving faster than they have all night as the third quarter comes to a close. Eaton around the end. John Eaton, 3 touchdowns in the third quarter. Deacons go up by 12.
A 3-spot. Eaton from 1 yard out, from 5 yards out. This time from about 12, I think it was. Maybe call it 14. A 3-pack from Eaton. All Deacons here in this third quarter.
39-27 the lead. Take your pick right there. 3 more nominees for Magic City Home Leisure move of the game. The onside kick. And now we've got the 2-point conversion attempt again for Shanley after the last PAT was blocked. Going to go up by 14. They throw to the corner, and it's an incomplete pass. No flags. Looking for Mottaberg. 39-27 remains to score. Deacons recover the onside kick and score in 26 seconds. Back with more 3A football after this commercial break.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Bravera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts.
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
To wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals.
Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
John Eaton, the wide receiver, 3 rushing touchdowns in the third quarter alone. And Shanley leads 39-27, 19 third quarter points now for the Deacons.
And it's Eaton in motion. They're just running the ball between the tackles. It's the yards after contact, it's been huge. Gosh, it just seems like it doesn't seem very long ago. Magi were up 2 possessions in this ball game, now trailing by 2 possessions.
Stevic picks up a ground ball there from Perkarevich. The rain has started to fall again here at Sid Cichy Stadium in Fargo. Obviously, Shanley today, we kind of expected it with the weather. Maybe not 40 pass attempts, but you never know with the Deacons. They've found a lot of success on the ground.
Yeah, and how about Zabel? Zabel this third quarter has been terrific. Out on the edge, using him in motion as well. I said it, there's so many weapons on this Shanley offense. So many guys you have to worry about.
First down for the Magi. Happy to have their offense on the field this time. Ludwig, another ridiculous catch.
That looked like it was off the defender there. Just defender never turned around. Ludwig makes the play. Almost going around the defender to haul that one in.
Well, that's the last play of what was a thrilling third quarter of football. Still 12 minutes left, and it's Shanley in the lead, 39-27, looking to protect their undefeated season early in 2025.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Fourth quarter already underway here in Fargo. A pass that's caught by Corbin Kraft. Eventually will gain 1 yard, trying to run away from tackles. Bryce, we come back on air with just now one undefeated team left in 3A football, and you're looking at them right here, the Deacons. What just happened?
Number 1 has went down in the state of North Dakota in 3A football. West Fargo Horace 14, Bismarck Legacy 13.
Welcome to 3A, Horace.
What a win for Horace tonight.
2nd and 9, Sutton again having to get out of the pocket, throws on the run. It was caught by Pallotta.
He caught it.
Was it in bounds? It was. Minot has made the toughest catches you've ever seen tonight.
Pallotta, what a play, 33 yards out. Sutton again creating outside the pocket.
The Ryan Family Dealerships replay is full tonight.
There is a reason, Owen. Sutton is the number 1 ranked quarterback in his class. His ability to extend plays, the big arm.
That would be the 2028 class. He's just a sophomore. This is his 4th ever start at the varsity level. Toured college campuses and quarterback camps all summer long. Even going to Stillwater, Oklahoma. PAT is good. He can kick as well. It's 39-34 in the fourth quarter. We'll break again on the PSP Network. A string of 26 unanswered by the Shanley Deacons has been stopped.
At the same time, or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
Another Friday night of football in North Dakota. upsets, close games, storylines everywhere. We're only 4 weeks in now to the 3A season, 5 weeks into the small school divisions. This has been one heck of a season already.
We got 76 points in this game. We still have 11 minutes.
Yeah, his knee was down. Kai Zabel fielded the kickoff with his right knee on the turf of the 24, so no return for the Deacons. This might honestly be their worst starting field position of the day.
Yeah, I think you're right on that, Owen.
Well, obviously on a kickoff, they had the last drive at the 10.
How about Sutton? Sutton has been terrific here in this ball game. I know his team's trailing. He's doing everything he can try and secure that first victory. I know we got a long way to go, but I still feel, I said it, Owen, I feel like the Magi got to come up with another turnover here on the defensive end.
11:08 left in the fourth quarter. Shanley with the football in a 39-34 lead. Zabel in motion, takes the sweep. Henderson got in the backfield, but Zabel's going to break this one. Kai Zabel, does he have the wheels? Pilata trying to chase him down. Pushed out of bounds inside the 10.
It looked like Zabel. It was Pilata again in a foot race. You've seen it. You've seen Zabel in motion this second half. Getting on the edge. Huge play for Shanley. What an answer in a red zone opportunity for the Deacons.
66 yards on the ground to Kai Zabel. Serve Pro red zone. First down and goal at the 10 for Shanley. Looking for a quick response to that Minot touchdown. It's Jax Mattern rumbling over the Minot defense to the 4-yard line.
Great job. Great patience by Mattern following the block of Derek Bame there. Nice gain.
Shanley at 3-0. Now the only remaining unbeaten team in 3A football against winless Minot at home. Mattern still trying to run over the defense. A yard on the pickup.
He's got the football, and Gunville's got it, but they're going to rule him down, I believe.
That's Shanley football. Here's a look. If I think forward progress was stopped earlier.
I believe you're right.
Zabel in motion again. Going to run right by. Now we got flags. Shanley pointing at Minot.
I think they've got Minot high in the neutral zone here.
Encroachment the call against Minot. It's going to help Shanley move 1 yard closer.
Here you see it, just the threat of Zabel there in motion, knowing the success they've had, causes the encroachment.
Deacons will call a timeout. It's brought to you by First International Bank and Trust ahead of a third down and goal from the 2. 9 minutes, 54 seconds to go in quarter number 4. You're watching 3A football on the PSP Network.
I have over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicle repaired back to the original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Rain falling in Fargo today. Talking with Coach Mattern earlier for Shanley. He thought they'd avoid it entirely. However, this game has gone on a long time tonight, already 2 hours in. And it's starting to fall once again. This drive was set up by a 66-yard run by Kai Zabel on the first play. Shanley has third and goal from the 2. Mattern in the shotgun. Has Bame, the running back, behind him. Zabel in the slot to the near side. Snap to Mattern. Handoff. Derek Bame untouched until he hits the red. Touchdown Shanley. They go up 45-34.
Shanley answering back. You talked about it. The big play by Zabel setting this all up. Now it's Derek Bame's opportunity to get into the end zone. He joins the scoring party for the Deacons.
Well, Bryce, you might not have been too far off in the second quarter saying first to 50 today. Shanley will go for 2. Still trying to make this a 13-point game. They've been unsuccessful on PATs a lot tonight, both in the kicking game and 2-point. Handoff to Zabel. He's going to throw it wide open. Was Jake Kraft. Smart play there by Shanley to hand it off behind. Mattern allows Zabel to throw the 2-point.
Yeah, they've had such success on that play. You see all the Magi defenders trying to come up, make the play on Zabel. He finds Mr. Kraft in the back. 2-point conversion's good.
After the touchdown on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, 9 minutes, 51 seconds to go in the game. Shanley leading 47-34. Today's broadcast on the PSP Network is presented to you in part by BSN. From custom equipment, uniforms, and coaches' apparel to fanwear, branding, and more, they do it all. Contact your BSN sales pro today across western North Dakota and the entire state. After the clock runs out tonight, eventually, might be an hour from now, of the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. They're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors here. So if you work toward achieving your financial goals, visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work towards financial freedom. To begin that postgame show, Bryce will be down on the field with the winning head coach and our Sport Clips MVP of the game.
Still a lot to be decided here. We still got under 10 minutes.
10 minutes to go in a game that has featured 81 points.
The amount of big plays in this ball game. I have a feeling we're still going to see a couple more.
Kick that is rolling inside the 20. And be picked up and hardly a return at all. Couldn't get the number on who returned that for Minot High, but Bryce, you know we like talking six-man football a lot. They're not even scoring this much in six-man anymore.
Yeah, this has just been a heavyweight fight. It's been who can answer, and the Deacons, it's been on the edge. It's been Zabel, and it's been Eaton here a lot here in the second half in the running game. And I know those guys, they're known as wide receivers. They're listed there, but their ability to get the football in space been huge in the second half.
Bell jogs across in motion. 3 receivers now sit up on the near side. Sutton to throw on first down. Puts it in the air. Coming back to it was Ludwig, but it slipped out of his hands. Bobbled it a couple of times. Was also running out of room. It'll be second down and 10 for the Magi.
It's been Kuderba. He's been the one at times getting pressure on the quarterback, making Sutton release that a little sooner than he had wanted, but Ludwig still had an opportunity there to secure that, but it goes down as incomplete.
Gunville brought in as the new running back. They'll move the formation towards the wide side. Sutton, not much time at all. Will run. Goes right in between 2 defenders and now past another. Sutton towards the near sideline, being chased down. He'll be tackled by Michael Holcraft after a gain of 14 yards.
Sutton looks like there's about 4 Deacons that can bring him down for a loss and a sack. Just improvising, using his feet, heads up in a huge first down. This kid, I am telling you, you said it, just a sophomore, Owen. We are going to see some special things the rest of this season and the next couple for Minot High.
Hunter Sutton seemed to not have the right play call there, so Minot, that's already their second timeout used of the half. With 9:03 to go in the fourth quarter, we'll take a break as well. Hear from our timeout sponsor, First International Bank and Trust, in a 13-point game.
This page is in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Back to the football here at Sitchie Stadium in Fargo. Hometown Shanley Deacons on homecoming. In the lead. There's a run of no gain for Minot's Jalen Gunville. Well, they'll give him a yard, generous.
Once again, it's Alessandro Isaac from that linebacker position, a kid we've said his name a lot, limiting Gunville to just a yard.
Sutton throws to Ludwig. Gets past the first tackler and has a first down near midfield. For Minot, the rest of the way, it's must score. Shanley is not being stopped one bit on offense since the second half began. They've scored 27 points since halftime.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how many times Minot High will elect to run the football here as Sutton drops back.
Having to run all over the place, throws it across the middle, through the hands of Bell, it's picked off. Michael Holcraft, the interception.
Bill knows it. He had an opportunity. I think he might have glanced quick, Owen, before securing the football. Ends up in Holcraft's hands and a huge turnover for the Deacons defense.
Well, a chance that you were absolutely right tonight, Bryce. A chance at 50 for Shanley, which just might put this one away. It would be a 3-score lead if they can find the end zone.
And you'll probably say a lot of teams, when they're up 2 possessions here, they elect to run the football, try and grind that out. I really don't think Shanley is going to do it. I think they'll continue to put the foot on the gas here, try and throw the ball through the air and try and secure a victory on homecoming night.
Derek Bame right up the middle. Derek Bame still running along, tripped up at the 40. James Pilata, he just decided to run like a speed bump right there.
Yeah, Alexander was up high, but Derek Beam getting involved offensively in this second half for the Deacons.
Bame, after his first touchdown run of the season, he'd caught a touchdown pass before. That touchdown and the 2-point conversion to follow made it 47-34 Deacons. They're huddling, Bryce. This is rare.
Yeah, it's very rare, but look at, the success they're having running the football here. Look for him to try and get Beam again here on this carry.
From the 39. Holcraft in motion, takes the handoff. Holcraft dives ahead to the 36. Clock running at 7:25 of the fourth quarter.
It's another one of those teams, Owen, that just have so many weapons as we have an injured Magi defender down on the field.
Looks like it's Fertel, 54 on the ground, and we will pause on the PSP network. 7:22 in the fourth quarter, a 47-34 lead for Shanley. 3A football returns after this commercial break.
Plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Parker Fertel still making his way off the field on his own power. Seemed to be with his left leg. They were working out, but seems to be doing fine. Second down and we'll call it 7 coming up for the Deacons in the fourth quarter. Start running the clock at 7:19. Couple finals rolling in elsewhere on the PSP network. Still some games in action. Central Cass has built a lead late against Dickinson. I had I shared a very interesting stat with travel this week. I'm not sure it's going to make much sense if I bring it up right now, but
you didn't give me any trivia tonight. No trivia on the road.
Well, maybe
tonight.
that would be the trivia question.
Oh boy, I'm not going to get it right.
Castleton to Dickinson is a long ways. Jack Smattern to throw. A nice move towards the middle of the field by Kraft, and through his hands, incomplete.
Just kind of had that sense that they were going to go for that home run ball, kind of that knockout shot there, almost connected with Kraft. We've seen that play a couple times there, just off the fingertips on that throw from Mattern to Kraft.
Third down. I mean, Minot's defense, if they can make their first stop of the second half, can give themselves a chance on offense. Keep this game within reach. Shanley's going to take 2 plays here to pick up these 7 yards if they need it. Take a timeout first. Coach Troy Mattern did not like that his team couldn't get set in the right formation. So they'll burn their second timeout. Each team has 1 First International Bank and Trust timeout remaining in the game. There's 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go in it in the fourth quarter. And this game started out with back-to-back touchdowns. It was 4 straight drives that ended in the end zone. Minot's first play from scrimmage with a 53-yard run by Ryder Sutton, the quarterback, to the house.
You see my mess over here, Owen? I got this up in this right-hand corner. I underline it. That's been the story. Red zone defense by the Deacons in this ball game tonight. Those 3 possessions, eliminating points for Minot High, just been huge. They have the 4th and 16. It's Mattern to Perkarevich on that play. It's the onside kick. I mean, I'm just getting started. We could go all night.
You're going to have another good interview down there with whoever you're talking to. There's a lot to talk about tonight.
Absolutely. I just don't know where to we still got a lot to get decided here, but a lot of nominees for our Sport Clips MVP tonight in this one.
Third down. It's a throw. Nice break up there by Minot.
Play.
It was Logan Ludwig jarring the ball loose from John Eaton.
Ludwig, the closing speed there from the safety position there, causing the incompletion. More importantly, stopping the clock here in a 2-possession game.
Again, Minot High just 1 timeout left, down by 2 scores. It's 4th down and 7 for Shanley. Biggest play of the game for Minot High's defense.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to believe, I think Mattern might go for a kill shot here, try and get something. See the one-on-one matchup he likes. Maybe something with Eaton in the middle of the field.
Snap back to Mattern. Pump fake.
They got him.
Step up. Under pressure. Had an open man. Eaton inside the 10 to the 5-yard line just when you thought they had him, Bryce. Somebody left 15 open in the middle.
You could see it. Eaton runs a quick hitch here, and then he takes off. I just didn't know if Mattern had the time to extend the play and find him, and he does. Huge first down. Huge first and goal opportunity here for Shanley.
Looked like Nathan Henderson had a hand on Mattern as he was stepping up in the pocket towards the line of scrimmage. Gets the pass away. It's first down and goal at the 6-yard line. A touchdown here would just about do it for Shanley, giving him a 3-score lead. Under 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. And a timeout by Shanley. The play clock was at 1. They're out of timeouts now. And coming up, our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Shots Crossroads is your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. The great thing about Shots Crossroads is that when we roll into town at about who knows when this morning, it'll be open.
Yeah, you can go for a one. I'm a 109 guy. I got to have the wheat toast. I got to have the hot sauce. Oh, that's going to sound good, Owen, but might be a little too late. You're about half my age, so I think once you roll into the old Magic City, treat yourself to a little Shots Crossroads.
I think that is the plan here. Minot, their defense, I mean, they've been stopped in the red zone a couple times tonight. That's been really the I know Shanley's offense has really picked it up in the second half. They've avoided the turnovers, but those 3 drives in a row stopped in the red zone for Minot High have really put a hurting on this game.
And let's see if they elect to go to this motion here. Beam's been a big focal point here in this second half.
So is Eaton 3 rushing touchdowns. It is Bame on the ground. Bame chugging along. Touchdown, Shanley.
Bame from 6 yards out, his second one, extending the lead here for the Deacons.
Up to 19 points is the advantage for Shanley. 53-34. And they're going to rely on Perkarevich to kick through another extra point. Last one was blocked by the Magi. They're all coming for it now. It's going to get over the block and through the uprights. A 34-point second half for the Shanley Deacons, and they lead 54-34 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Still 5:49 to play.
Your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
54-34 lead for the Shanley Deacons in the fourth quarter. Derek Bame, his second rushing score of the fourth quarter. Could it ice this game? But, I mean, you look at the clock, you look at how many points we scored already. Still 6 minutes for Minot to try and pick up 3 touchdowns. It's going to be tough. Corbin Kraft on the return, bounces it all the way outside. Blocker's trying to catch up to him and will step out of bounds at the 29.
How about this, Shanley? This offensive attack, it's Beam in this fourth quarter. It's Beam and it's Eaton in the third quarter. Leading up, we talked about Holcraft. We talked about Perkarevich. We know what Matter could do in the running game. I mean, just so much to account for, Owen, offensively.
This was a 27-20 Minot lead when we were at half. Of course, some huge shifting plays in this game. Shanley scores right away when they get the ball in the second half. The onside kick to take a possession away and
that was
really
huge.
Build up that lead to 2 scores. Now it's at 3. Sutton, still not much time at all to throw. He's going to buy his own. And tuck it. Sutton, a juke move. And now tackled from behind. Still a gain of 8 to 9 for Ryder Sutton.
I'm going to give a little shout out to Cooterbaugh. He's been really good on the edge. I know the Magi have 34 points and they've shown the ability to move the ball and score, but Cooterbaugh's been very effective on the edge, rushing the passer tonight for the Deacons.
It's no huddle now for Minot. Just 5 minutes to play in the game. Sutton throws, and it's incomplete. Looking for Pallotta. Had to get it over the 6'2" Alessandro Isaac in the way.
Here we go, Deacon fans, on your feet. It's third down.
Magi facing 3rd down and 2 at their own 37. Still some personnel problems for Minot. This has been consistent throughout the night. They're going to bring in Taylor Lundeen for the first time to play wide receiver. It's a handoff to Schindler. Got to get the 39. He's got it and more. Tegan Schindler to the 43.
Using the spin move there by Schindler, gaining enough for the first down as the drive continues here for the Magi.
Can't waste any time. Only one timeout still in the pocket of head coach Chauncey Hendershot. Sutton throws off balance and it's picked off. Ness makes a good move on the football and he's got a return set up. Will Ness inside the red zone. First down, Deacons.
Yeah, Yeah, tough there. I know Sutton just trying to do anything he can do to try and create and get points in a hurry, but ends up in Will Ness's hands, a 5'11" junior, all but securing another victory for the Deacons in non-conference play.
Yeah, looking to run the table against the WDA in the regular season, a Shanley team that went 3-7 last season. I know they made the playoffs. That's sometimes how it works in 3A football, but Coach Troy Mattern kind of, with the amount of returning talent he had, he used that 3-7 mark all off season to tell his team he can change it.
Yeah, we had the talks pregame. He said that. A lot of guys, a lot of football played, a lot of experience coming back as we've had some subs come into the game here for the Deacons.
Now, a new quarterback is in for Shanley. Looks like that's the freshman Will Sandy, number 16, taking the snaps. I mean, they still have plenty of time on the clock to find the end zone one more time.
I tell you, there's not many better feelings on homecoming and getting some players off the bench involved, and a big a W there allows some of the upperclassmen to celebrate on the sidelines.
Here's a run. That's Nolan Mack with the carry. Sure is.
Oh, you love it. You see the players here as more of the subs get in. Big ovation for, is it Xander Annis, I believe? I hope that's right. Annis. He's into the ball game. The senior getting some reps. Gotta love it, Owen.
Clock running at 3:14. In motion goes Dandrin. Flag flies behind the play.
Haven't had a whole lot of those. It's going to be a hold on the Deacons.
Block in the back. A 20-point lead for Shanley. You know, you look ahead for them. Conference play is next. They're going to go on the road to West Fargo, a team that can wear you out a little bit with that offense.
Yeah, a team with a lot of weapons. I know they struggled tonight versus Century, but another team with a plethora of weapons on the offensive side.
So the Deacons will head into week 5 of the season as the only undefeated team in 3A football. Pump fake, and now a ball towards the end zone, almost intercepted. That was Melhoff for Minot. And that is a turnover on downs, back to the Magi. Meanwhile, Minot High next week, they will prepare for the Bismarck Demons. Bismarck was here in Fargo, just down the street at Davies. A tough loss tonight to the Eagles. I think it was by 21 points today, but Bismarck, they are a physical football team, and if Minot High has trouble with the run game again, last week gave up over 300 yards to West Fargo. Today they've been kind of hurt by the run game more than the pass game by Shanley. You have to fix that against the Demons.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be their homecoming. So you got to applaud the effort, though. The effort was there immediately. I know the margin, we're sitting at 20, but this game, Minot High was up 2 scores. They had the momentum, just couldn't capitalize on a few red zone trips.
Strain pass out to Kaysen Mello. Give him 8. Next week, of course, we'll have coverage of that Minot Bismarck High game on the PSP Network. The streak of 3 straight Shanley broadcasts on the PSP Network will go away. I think Troy Mattern might not be a fan of that.
Yeah, Troy was really excited to see us and loves our work. He was happy to have us here today. We always appreciate that.
Nice tackle for loss. They go to an os. Sorry. That was Brady Steinhaus, 67, not 57.
There's some fans going crazy. Big Steinhaus fans in the house, in the stands here. I love that. When you get these guys late in these games and get them their opportunity to make a play. And the sideline loves it. The fans love it.
So minute 45 to tick away in the fourth quarter. It's 3rd down and 2 for Minot. Sutton's still playing quarterback, but they've got backups in at the skill positions. There's another new running back. That was Collette, Dakari Collette for Minot.
That's enough for a Minot first down.
To the 31. And we've seen, even in the middle of this game, a couple different options on offense. I feel like Minot High kind of needed to see that. Get some more people involved. There's Collette going backwards this time. Now, right at a minute left in the fourth quarter. Never a bad thing with a young team.
Yeah, you saw Pallotta. He made a lot of nice plays. Ludwig was involved. We talked about Bell, their connection. I mean, a lot to like on the offensive side, but just a juggernaut that is the Deacons offense. Just too much here tonight.
Well, Bryce, not to get too far ahead of ourselves with predictions and everything. We're going to have our 4th different number 1 team in the state going into week 5. Collette, another run. And ahead to the 35-yard line. He goes, 20 seconds left. Minot does not have to run another play. And Shanley will pick up a homecoming victory tonight at Sid Cichy Stadium. And Minot will, in fact, end the game right there at the 35-yard line. It was not an easy one tonight for Shanley. They were down 27-13 in the second quarter, down 27-20 at halftime, but a huge second-half effort by the offense, the defense as well, and 54-34 will be your final score on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show is next on the PSP Network.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey, Carson. Thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western. You can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Well, we start our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Look at our scoring summary today. Shots Crossroads post-game headquarters. Planning team financial advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. Bringing this game recap tonight. A very memorable one tonight in Fargo. Came in with Shanley looking like on paper the undefeated team, number 2 in the state against winless Minot High. Seemingly some big favorites tonight at home. However, it was the Magi right away, kept in it, had a 14-point lead in this first half, but that second half dominated by the Deacons, outscoring Minot 34-7 in the third and the fourth quarter. Here is how the scoring went tonight. It took up 2 sheets of paper to get the scoring summary down today with 88 total points on the board. It started at the 8:24 mark of quarter number 1. Jax Mattern, a 9-yard rushing touchdown. Shanley went up 7-0 on the first play from scrimmage. for the Minot High offense. Ryder Sutton, their quarterback, ran one in from 57. The extra point, though, or the two-point conversion was no good. So Shanley had the lead of 1 point. Then it was Mattern, a second rushing touchdown in the first quarter, about halfway through our opening period of play. Their extra point was no good, 13-6 Deacons. And then another big play for Minot High. Sutton to Tariq Bell, a 23-yard touchdown pass and catch. Tied the game after one. In the second quarter, Minot High's defense started making the plays to give them the lead. A 33-yard pick six by Anthony Alexander on a screen pass, read it right away, and housed it. Gave Minot High their first lead of the night at 19-13, and then a fumble recovery set up the Magi with good field position. It would end with another touchdown patch from Ryder Sutton to Tariq Bell. The two-point conversion good that time to make it 27-13, but then the comeback came along from Shanley. The last score of the first half came with 6 minutes and 24 seconds to go. A 52-yard touchdown pass from Jax Mattern to Jake Kraft. That made it 27-20 at the break, and Minot High had chances to extend the lead going into halftime with red zone possessions, 2 to end that half, but came out with 0 points on any of them, and we went to the halftime with a 7-point lead. Third quarter starts with Shanley scoring, and it was a lot of John Eaton in quarter number 3. A 1-yard touchdown run followed by a 5-yard touchdown run for Eaton, and then another one just 25 seconds later. Eaton finds the end zone on a 14-yard carry. It was all Eaton on 3 touchdowns to give Shanley a 39-27 lead going into the fourth quarter. Minot, they'd start the comeback again. Sutton to Pallotta, a 33-yard touchdown right away in quarter number 4. Made it 39-34 at that point, but as your BNC National Bank scoreboard suggests, it was Shanley the rest of the way, making the defensive stops to keep Minot out of it. The touchdowns from Derek Boehm, a 2-yard rushing touchdown and a 6-yard score as well. So many other big plays as a part there. That's just your scoring summary. Got to talk about the onside kick that Shanley recovered to steal a possession away from Minot when they were going back and forth in the third quarter. And then, of course, that 66-yard run from Kai Zabel to set up the short score in the fourth quarter. And that last touchdown by Boehm at the 5:49 mark made it 54-34 Deacons, and they held on from there, picking up a win and improving to 4-0 on the season. Bryce Gutnick is still trying to find a player to interview. Shanley went over to the student section, sang the school song, and then gathered at midfield, celebrating a homecoming win today. He's got Coach Troy Mattern. Bryce Gutnick also has our Sport Clips MVP today. I mean, a lot of nominees tonight for that award. Stat lines were full, but it looks like it's the 3 touchdown score, all in the third quarter. John Eaton, he did a lot more than just score touchdowns tonight. That wide receiver running game, huge for the Deacons today, giving them win number 4 on the season in a 54-34 final. Bryce Gutnick will start interviewing head coach Troy Mattern of the Shanley Deacons, the head coach and the only remaining 3A football team in the state of North Dakota. Still a little bit of a hang-up here. Got to get John over there. He's got to talk on the PSP network tonight. And Bryce still figuring things out. All right, Bryce. Let's send it to you.
Owen P., can you hear us?
Sure
All
can.
right, he's got us. I'm here with Coach Mattern. Hard to believe, but this game at one point was a 2-score game. You were down 27-13. What's your message at that point of the ball game, trailing by 2 scores?
You know, like I said to the coaching staff on the headsets, it's good. You know, it's non-conference football. It's good to face a little adversity. It's good to be down. Obviously, it's not ideal, but I'm just proud of the way our kids responded. You know, we've asked a lot of these kids based on what happened last year. These kids responded. We played the second half that we expected to play.
I've seen just the development of Jax. I want to talk about that a little bit. It seems you've seen it in the numbers. The completion percentage is up, but the big thing, it's taking care of football, and the turnovers are way down this year.
Yeah, you know, obviously he's got poise. Anytime a quarterback is a 2-year starter, that second year is always transformational, but he's out of the house at 5 o'clock every morning. He's worked extremely hard to get to this point. He's 25 pounds heavier. The game has slowed down. He wants this bad, and he's going to – the nice thing is he's got a lot of weapons around him, and our protection up front has just been phenomenal. But, yeah, we're proud of everybody, and, again, for us to come back down 2 scores like you mentioned, I'm proud of this team.
You said it, the weapons. I want to talk about that a little bit. Just so many guys that you have to account for offensively on this team. Just talk about just the depth at each position that you have.
Yeah, our kids are bought in. They can play multiple positions. They can play all over the field, and it's fun to see. And I think what really caused problems in the second half is we wore them down. I think our tempo throughout the game just got better and better. And you saw second half we were able to do a lot just because we wore down Minot, because they're not a very deep team. And it was, like I said, we can put a lot of guys in a lot of different spots, and we can do a lot of creative things offensively. And when you got a quarterback that's been back and he controls the offense, it's pretty fun.
4-0. Heading into EDC play. I know there's a lot of things that you love that your football team's doing, but what a couple things you can maybe nitpick and improve at heading into conference play?
Well, I think number one, we got to get off the field on third down, and especially fourth down. But then again, we had a lot of red zone stops, which is awesome. The biggest thing is you want to get better from week to week, and I think we're doing that. I think we took a step forward tonight. In totality, I thought we were a better football team tonight than we were last week, and that's what you want. Yeah, it's great to be 4-0, but like you said, the conference season starts now. That's the goal, to get to the playoffs, and we're excited for West Fargo come Friday night.
I'm out of questions. It's time for you to go enjoy it. I appreciate your time, Mr. Mattern. Go enjoy this one, and good luck next week.
And I can't thank PSP enough to come across the state and join us in Fargo. We're appreciative of all you guys do, mostly for high school athletes. They got it made. It's so cool what you do for them, so we're thankful.
We thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mattern. I'm going to go to the Sport Clips MVP. We could have chose a number of guys tonight. We decided on number 15, John Eaton. John Eaton. First off, it's homecoming. You guys are 4-0. I mean, talk about just the excitement that is homecoming and coming away with a big victory at home.
There's no better feeling. I mean, you said it, homecoming, best week of the year, 4-0, man, defeated the West. It feels awesome.
It feels like there's just an unselfishness to this team. There's so many guys that can hurt you offensively. And just talk about just doing the most with your opportunities like you did that led to 3 rushing scores in that third quarter.
And that's a perfect word, unselfish. I mean, the way we practice, it's the next man up, right? Like, you get your opportunity, you succeed. And that's just how we practice. That's how this team is, and we're dangerous.
How about EDC play? We really feel like the East is better, much improved this year, top to bottom. I asked Coach Mattern, is there anything that you guys are going to kind of look to improve on when it comes to conference play?
I mean, obviously, defense, we don't want to be letting up as many points as we did. And conference play, Coach says it all the time, it's a completely different game than these non-conference games. So we're going to have to get tough, but we're a tough team, so I'm excited.
What's the homecoming celebration like tonight? You guys got a dance? You got a little dinner thing you go to? What's the homecoming celebration going to be?
So we got a dance on Saturday, so we're going to rest up tonight, have a nice dance tomorrow. We got the dinner, we got the setup, but tonight we'll probably just relax and we'll get the dancing shoes ready.
Well, it's time for you to relax. I appreciate your time. Sport Clips MVP tonight, John Eaton, running back, wide receiver, just jack of all trades there for the Deacons. Congratulations, John. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, Owen. I think Mr. Troy Mattern and our Sport Clips MVP, John Eaton, tremendous effort by the Deacons. Big win for them. Still undefeated on the season.
Thank you very much, Bryce. How about that? A lot of quotes to take from that interview from John Eaton. Good ones as well. We're dangerous, we're tough, and we'll get the dancing shoes ready for tomorrow. 54-34, the final score tonight. The rest of our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame show is after this commercial break on the PSP Network.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden french fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
One last look tonight at Sid Cichy Stadium in Fargo, North Dakota. Non-conference play wraps up for the 3A schools. And for Shanley, they're the only team across the entire league to go unscathed with 4 wins in 4 games against the WDA or West Region teams against EDC competition. Pretty crazy. We've already whittled down the undefeated teams to just 1, but that'll happen when everybody gets to play essentially everybody in this non-conference 4-week schedule. But Troy Mattern and his team, they get the idea, Bryce. Conference starts tomorrow against preparing for the West Fargo Packers. You play for postseason spots now. Obviously 4-0 going to set you up pretty well right away, but none of these 4 games have mattered at all. And I mean, that was 2 great interviews for you, Bryce. I congratulate you on that. A lot of great quotes to take from that. I mean, just talking to that Shanley team, they seem to be determined on the right things this year.
Yeah, they were so focused on that second half, and they played so well defensively. I said it. I'm sounding like a broken record. It was the red zone defense, the ability to get stops. Minot High showed the ability to move the football, but just came up short when they got in the red zone and inside the 20 and the 10. And then it's the run game. We talk about the ability to move the ball through the air with the Shanley team, and rightfully so, but how about Eaton in that third quarter? 3 rushing touchdowns, our Sport Clips MVP. He got going. You saw Zabel get going on the edge. That really opened it up for Beam in the backfield. He got a couple of scores in that fourth quarter. Their ability to run the football, close that game out. Like I said, I was talking to Coach Matter, and hard to believe they were down a couple scores in this game and might not had all that momentum, but what an answer and what a victory for the Deacons here on homecoming.
Oh, I already went through the scoring summary.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
I'm very glad you have much better handwriting than I do.
It's kind of spread out, but yeah, it's not bad.
54-34, the final score. Looking ahead now for Minot High, obviously going 0-4 in non-conference, not the ideal way to start the season. We knew there would probably be some hiccups, especially with a tough schedule like they had. They went week 1 playing the number 2 team in the state, week 2 playing the defending state champions, week 3 West Fargo, a close competitive game all the way through, and then today against Shanley. I mean, they had the lead of 2 scores in the first half, and kind of the same story goes for both Shanley and Minot High, despite being opposite records at this point. But a new season starts next week for Minot against Bismarck High, and a chance to qualify for the postseason.
Yeah, once again, I know they're on the wrong end of it. I'm super impressed at the effort right off the bus. Minot was ready to go, and Sutton has just been special. I know he'll make a couple mistakes, and things like that are going to happen. He's just a sophomore. This is his first varsity experience, but what he's done these last few games, his ability to create, extend plays, the big arm, you see it. You see what he's capable of and what he's what he brings to the table. And the skilled guys, they're starting to develop these relationships. You saw that tonight. It was Pallotta, it was Ludwig, it was Bell, a number of big plays offensively, but it's just been their ability to get off the field in third and fourth down situations, and it's the inability to stop the run defensively that's been the struggle for this Minot High team.
Well, it might have been tough for some people to keep up with the no-huddle offense, to keep up with the BNC National Bank scoreboard today. I think the toughest part of our broadcast, Bryce, is going to be handing out these awards tonight. You picked John Eaton for our Sport Clips MVP of the game. They're home to the MVP haircut experience. Check it online with hairstyles today at sportclips.com or use their app. I'm not going to argue at all with these 3 rushing touchdowns, a big day for Eaton. Could have picked anybody in red.
Yeah, Eaton just a kid we didn't really highlight. We said it. There's so many kids that are effective on the offensive side of the ball for the Shanley team, and then Eaton starts getting his opportunities. It's the yards after contact. He finds himself into the end zone 3 different times. It was a tough choice. I mean, Jack Smattern was terrific in this game. You saw a number of good runs by Beam, a kid who with limited opportunities so far this season. But, yeah, just so many weapons, and you're going to have to account for them on the Shanley team.
And then the Magic City Home Leisure move of the game. Bryce, highlight reel catches, 60-yard runs being broken off, a couple of them tonight as well. Was it the onside kick, though, that's going to be move of the game? Shanley steals a possession away from Minot High, scores 2 touchdowns, really in one, before Minot can touch the ball again, and never gave up the lead after that.
And I might be wrong, but I thought it was after that 4th and 16 conversion, then they scored.
Oh, yeah?
I thought they went to that onside kick. I mean, in those situations, that's just a call. It's something you've worked on, saying, hey, we're going to go for like a knockout punch here. We've got the momentum. Let's see if we can steal another possession. And they did it. They executed it to perfection. And what a huge second half by the Deacons, and another big win.
Yeah, they outscore Minot 34-7 in the second half tonight. Your move of the game brought to you by Magic City Home Leisure. It's time to bring a spa to your home. Stop into Magic City Home Leisure on South Broadway in Minot, and you'll find a massive inventory and a next-level sales team that can help you find the perfect spa, sauna, or game for your rec room. It's Magic City Home Leisure. That just about does it for our planning team financial advisors. Shots Crossroads post-game show tonight. A terrific night, again, of high school football on the PSP Network, ending with the Minot High Magi, and we expect the same next week against Bismarck. For our great crew putting on today's show, my color commentator, Bryce Gunakaimo, and Patterson repeating your final score for the final time. Shanley 54, Minot High 34 next Friday. Bismarck versus Minot right here on the PSP Network pregame show at 6:30 p.m. Hopefully you'll join us then, but until then, have a good night, everybody.
Is proudly brought to you by social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.